watching Donald Duck things die.
That was a spoiler. Right as the stream went live. What is wrong with you?
I got the alert on my phone.
What is wrong with you?
No.
Okay.
Yep. So last session, you guys did a good amount of stuff.
You did things.
All of them were sacrificed. Then there was a stand-in for the witch.
Yeah.
You guys rallied some townsfolk.
I know.
At the tavern to join your mob.
Artemis' betrothed.
He is engaged to be wed. And then
what a plot.
Yep.
It'll work out.
Good plot, right?
This looks like a little man.
It is a little.
It's like a Chthonian or something, like little legs and stuff.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Anyway, trying to remember what day it is.
I have that problem too.
Was
Yeah.
Was it the day after the fake witch's execution?
It's the wolf day, I think, isn't it?
No.
I know we had a couple days.
We got those.
Because I told the villagers we had a couple days till the next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Jarl for some reason, right?
Oh.
You did.
You rallied.
Artemis extracted a promise
Yeah.
from the Jarl.
Well, all of them died, and then the witch stand-in died, or went out, and that's when he went over to make the deal.
Yeah. I want to say it's the next lottery time.
It's
That's about
not.
right.
It's not? Okay.
Oh, it's only been
The day before.
one
We
night.
very certainly have at least one day.
Okay, you can have a day. Because I think, if I recall, the plan might have been to...
You look very serious at your phone.
Yeah, my child is being potty trained right now, and he pooped while in underwear. And that's why I was very serious at what I said.
I don't know if that's worthy of.
Well, Emily usually doesn't text me this early in the night about anything, so it's usually a bad thing if she's texting me.
Okay, so we'll say it's it's the middle day in between. Start of the middle day.
Doug is gonna go buy a handsaw.
Okay.
Gonna buy what?
A handsaw.
So we can saw some.
Okay. And then I'm trying to remember too how many villagers I said you had.
9.
Okay, cool.
Are they expecting anything?
They're expecting to.
Expecting wolf blood.
Yeah.
I don't even think I can pay to feed myself.
Money's getting tight.
I'm gonna have to start begging.
I mean, this is their fucking town, so
I'm gonna
they should be paying us. Give us the money you got. But we'll just have to wait till Mert leaves.
Before fighting him?
For getting his money.
Oh, okay. Let me see if there's anywhere you can buy a saw.
Whatever he collects during the session. Like, yeah, even split.
Okay.
Four ways. Are you gone? Alright, that's all.
Doug, eventually you find
So,
Boyd Tolson, who's a carpenter.
okay.
I have a saw, spare saw. Just the one then, Mr. Dwarf?
Just the one.
Very well. It's fine. It's
Steal your beer.
Yep. It's had some service, but still should be sharp.
Good. What?
It'll be 1 silver piece.
Done.
Okay.
One and done.
Okay. Good until evening time.
Okay. We will time skip to evening unless anyone has an agenda. Okay. It is evening, the middle day, so tomorrow there will be an expectation to have a new sacrifice.
Okay. Gug is gonna try to find a quiet corner of the village and saw a hole in the wall.
Okay.
The village wall?
Yeah.
Quiet corner.
So somewhere in the shadow. Just
He lives in the shadow.
There's the layout of the town looks like your best bet would be near the byre, or where the village's livestock are kept.
Perfect.
Okay. You see somebody roll a d4. Anybody. It's won't be too
3.
okay. There looks like some of the local children have jobs to keep an eye over this area. Probably for the most part that no one makes off with the livestock at any time. So you see a young girl and 2 lads who are just kind of walking around patrolling.
Children. Gather around.
Okay,
I'm gonna shove you out this hole.
Maybe later.
they do so.
I have a game for you.
This is Gug talking?
Yes, this
Okay.
is Gug talk.
Alright.
Dwarf drawing these children.
What's the game, Master Dwarf?
I have hidden 5 silver pieces throughout the town.
Really?
Yep.
What? Why would you do something like that?
For merriment.
You're like from the Tales of Legend, who comes on every Yuletide.
Gaga claws.
Goldsmith.
Okay. This is one of the lads who's immediately enchanted with this. And you need say no more, and he goes running off. The other 2 seem hesitant, but you can attempt to persuade them further. What's Golk's line of work?
He's a stonemason.
Okay. This will be untrained.
Okay.
So that's a D10. Or, no, I think untrained might be D12. Hold on.
That's a big difference.
I do need to consult the skill table.
I mean, if they don't listen to me,
It's
they're
gonna
gonna
go.
be dead. So
5 gold pieces, collect them all or your family dies.
Well,
it's a rough life, man.
this isn't like the Bloom or something like that. Shadow is much more dark than this world.
So this is Gug.
Gug is the bloom.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't keep getting away with this.
I have my short sword strapped to my hip, so
What's the charisma attribute again?
personality.
Okay, so it is a D10, DC 5,
Oh,
and then adjusted by personality.
here we go. 3.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
One of the other lads comes forward and says, I think I'd believe you more if you gave me 2 copper pieces right now.
I like the cut of your jib. You're gonna be a wealthy man someday. And I give him 2 copper pieces.
Okay. He runs off gleefully. Then there's just the girl who says, no, my daddy told me that this is an important job and I can't go running off just because somebody says there's silver hiding about.
Then you die.
No, I don't want it to come to that. But Gug's not gonna be stopped.
That's how you get the chaotic evil real quick.
Yeah.
Little girl.
They have corruption in this game, actually, too.
Yeah.
So that could be minor corruption. He murders a innocent girl. Yep.
Well, the choice is yours. But it seems you really don't trust your fellow townspeople.
So, oh no, I love my fellow people, and I know why this job's so important. In fact, maybe that's your plan all along. To get people away from here.
What are you saying?
It looks like she's about to scurry to summon someone.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll hit her over the head with a hammer.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright.
I don't want to kill her. This
Alright.
is subdual.
Make her
Sounds
retarded.
Is it?
Makes sense, yeah.
Alright, so roll a d20.
I thought we established clubs were lethal.
This is a hammer.
It's a different type of heavy blunt object.
Critical fail.
All these outsiders are the sketchiest.
Gug, I think Gug's heart wasn't in it, and so
No.
he's like, "Ugh."
This was his first real criminal activity.
Alright. What armor is he wearing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Goddamn girl.
Alright, roll your d4.
Wow.
You got that D4.
Yeah.
Okay, modified by luck, that's a 3.
Okay.
God damn it. Bladder explodes.
Your weapon comes loose in your hand. Quickly grab it, but your grip is disrupted. Take a -2 penalty on your next attack roll. You will need to pursue her, which you can do. Your speed is about the same.
Okay.
You'll get one more attack before she alerts.
Alright, good.
They're superiors. AC is 9.
God damn it!
Just a dwarf running, pursuing her. Trying to hit her in the head with a hammer.
Bad, man!
Okay, she like flings open the door to the stable. Daddy, this dwarf's trying to kill me! Alright.
Just running straight out the front gate.
Okay.
I'll come join your guy.
Do you go out at night?
Yeah.
Okay. This is nightfall, right?
It was the evening.
Evening? Okay. They're about to close the gate, but it looks like they won't try and stop you.
Dwarf.
Holding a
This will
hammer.
be the team that survives. Whoever leaves.
Maybe.
It's Raph and Gug going into the dungeon.
Okay. Perfect. You escape. There's a report that circulates through town. Gug
These foreigners are just trouble.
bribed children and then attempted to murder one, but she managed to escape. There's a crude caricature of his face that circulated on a few posts throughout the town. Alright. Anybody else have activities that evening?
Well, I'm going to attempt to saw from the outside.
Oh, from the outside. Okay.
That's what gets Raph's attention.
Little girl, I see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead the wolf right to your home.
I see you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's get a. Okay, then we'll just get a luck roll. Good.
Alrighty. I got that in spades. 16.
Okay. You find an unassuming little corner. Not even the Night's Watch seem to take any notice. And although the saw does create some noise, it doesn't seem that anyone is responding to it at this moment. Now, for the actual sawing, you're a stonemason. This is slightly different labor, but you've definitely built up some calluses and strength from just repeated manual labor.
From hammering girls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you can make this as a train check.
Alright.
DC 10, D20.
Of what stat?
Strength.
10.
Okay. And eventually you're able to get a few of the stakes to just cut. You're able to cut through them and create a little opening in the palisade. You'd be able to crawl through and re-enter town if you wish.
Is this near the livestock, or did I find a different spot?
That's your choice.
Probably pick a different spot so that girl doesn't find you.
The livestock is perfect for what I had in mind. Alright, I'll pick the livestock area.
Okay. Over by the byre.
Sure is.
Oh my god.
Gug's not a good guy.
When he wakes up in the morning, he puts on his aviator sunglasses and says, "You bad dwarf. You're a bad dwarf."
Yeah.
All right. So you're over by the. It was by the livestock that you made the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cut has been made.
Okay. Is there anyone nearby?
There's a few goats and one horse.
But there's no people.
If you went a little bit further in, you'd have a much wider line of sight. But right in this immediate vicinity, no.
Okay, I'm gonna go and kill one of the goats.
Okay. It's in its stall. It's still a bit nervous as you approach. It doesn't seem to know you.
Pissing me off.
So you're gonna have to make an attack roll unless you find a way to restrain it or placate it.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? How could I miss 3 attack rolls in a row? I'm gonna just chop it.
Alright.
Chopping this goat.
Crit.
Okay. Roll on the crit table.
Busted
Yes.
the ladder.
This is our first crit table.
Goat peas on it.
It should be right here, shouldn't it? Should
Here it
have
is,
the
here it
level
is.
0 there.
Well, I see. Would that be monster critical hit index? Alright, take a look.
He's revealed everything.
Yep, that's okay.
It's right. It's over here.
Oh, good. So you win
Level
this
0
weekend?
characters and wizards.
No, I came in last.
Oh, okay.
That
Yep,
was
go for it.
I actually had a lot of fun though.
What is it?
You what?
Had a lot of fun.
You wanna
Oh,
play
as far as
one
what
game
die do you
or
roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only did the one. It only ended up being like 3.5 hours.
No, everybody knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
What
What'd
are
you
you
play?
talking about?
Platcon. Platcon. I ran a TI4.
What? You running PlatCon now, Phil?
I ran a game.
Running shit?
You're in a practice run.
You
a
roll
dry
all
run
level
for-
0. Roll a d4.
With
I
luck
got
is
stopped.
4.
Okay.
But this,
You
Yeah,
strike the
3.5
goat
hours.
in the kneecap.
yeah, it's pretty
That's not where I wanted to hit it.
I hit it in the head cap.
Yeah, the head cap.
So you get a bonus d4 damage to your
Oh,
normal.
okay. That works for me.
And it'll suffer a minus 10 penalty to speed until healed, but I don't think it's going to be.
bleeding and bleed. What do you need?
All the D6s I take away.
Oh, here.
Nice.
Oh yeah, there aren't very many.
Oh, 10 damage!
Oh my god. You create a bloody mess. Just
Good.
you like take out all your rage on this goat.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be a gruesome scene for someone to
Then
discover.
I'm gonna drag its corpse over to the hole.
You're like a vampire dwarf.
Oh, I'm not eating it.
just
Like
eats
a
it raw.
Like a Nosferatu.
I just want the bloody corpse right at the hole.
Okay.
And then I'll try and find him and camp out.
Wrath.
Yeah.
Are you trying to draw the wolf through the hole?
That's right.
Oh my god.
Gug has had it with this town.
It worked. It's a plan. Someone had a plan.
How is this a plan? I'm just
It's
gonna
his
kill
own
her.
plan. It's his
Yeah,
own
those
plan.
wolf cuffs.
Okay.
Because this way the Thanes will have to get involved.
Okay. Mert, roll a luck die.
19.
Okay. You guys rest peacefully that night.
Oh,
Nice.
Phil, roll a d6.
it's been real good, but good to see you.
6.
Okay.
That's could be really bad.
Oh no.
There's actually 6 beasts. They
Yeah.
all attack the town.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You
Just
stand no
rotating-
chance.
Migrate.
Yeah.
The rotating cycle.
It's the Jarl, his buddy,
Oh
the pastor guy.
The
all of them
werewolf.
dress up as are all
Or they're
werewolves.
werewolves.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So everyone is at that one end, save for one of Mert's guys and one of Mang's guys.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No.
Is that where we
No,
stay?
we're at the nice
Okay.
Wolf Spear.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What have you done?
Well,
Yep. The innkeeper comes up to your beds and wakes you guys.
What's going on?
Seems like you've angered Father Byakum and the Jarl something awful. There's an assembly out there waiting for you. Now, you better not be causing no trouble in my end, so why don't you just go see what they want, all of you, and I won't raise my prices on you staying here.
Alright.
If there's gonna be trouble though, then better not mess up my inn.
What have we done?
What the heck's going on?
I don't know.
where do we belong?
I don't
Oh,
know.
let's go see what they want.
Yeah,
Maybe they want to join our team. That's probably
Very
May-
unlikely.
Maybe.
So
Alright,
we
let's go.
we have no knowledge of what Guggy's been doing in his free time.
No,
Right,
really,
yeah.
not. Maybe we heard he ran off. That would be the
Yeah.
extent of it,
We
probably.
heard the rumors. Of
And the rumors of
assaulting
him
a
trying
girl.
to take out a child.
I mean, all recent trouble in this town is because of our group.
Were we known associates?
And the wolf. And the
Were
wolf.
we known associates of the dwarf?
Almost
So.
certainly.
Oh, yeah.
that's
We're all
unfortunate.
Yeah.
quote associates.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not
And we
two
were already
characters.
associates of the one who murdered the two
Yes.
guards.
Yep. And then impaled himself
And then
on the
impaled
palisade. Okay. The Jarl, his thanes, and onlookers have come. Father Byakum is also there. And upon stepping out of the inn, or coming to the doorway, he says, "Adventurers, come forward.
We're just peasants.
Newcomers,
Okay.
come forward."
Alright.
Yep.
You do so?
Yeah.
Okay.
My two guys are gonna stand in back. I'm down to 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're betrothed to the witch, don't forget.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got to stay alive.
I don't think she'd like it if he died.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we
He's
didn't
got
mention that.
He's got security more.
Excuse me, it's like a
Okay.
Yeah.
shield.
All right. They're contented by the majority of you coming forward.
Okay.
Although you see some of the thanes on horseback are attempting to just kind of create a circle. Yep. Father Byakum has had a new revelation in light of terrible crimes that have happened against our city in the past few days.
Okay.
Which ones?
6 people are dead. A hole was breached near the stables, and swamp jackals entered the town, drawn in by some foul work of that dwarf you were known to conspire with. His picture is known. At any rate, for this great sin, there is new salvation to be had, for Father Byakum has had a new revelation. And Silaru and I have heard his words and have deemed them true. All that will be needed to appease the wolf, the Hound of Hurut, is one great sacrifice. It will be all of you who will be brought to the stones today. There will be no lottery. May the gods have mercy on your souls, and they will attempt to restrain all of you.
Well,
My 3
technically we planned
Are
on
the wolf
doing
cuffs
this.
known?
We planned on fighting this.
Everyone knows about the wolf cut.
Yeah, I mean,
We know
We're
that
gonna-
we were
we're
going to
gonna
go
fight
fight
these,
this
so-
with the witches
Yep.
thing. So
I mean, they're not gonna bind us.
we'll go, but
all 3
we
of
don't
my
want to be bound.
all 3 of my men start screaming and running.
Oh, sport for the Thanes!
No.
but different direction.
Yes.
Well, there's 8 Thanes, and 6 of them are on horseback.
I'll hamstring them for you.
If you do that, they'd appreciate it. If
I
you're
don't have
serious.
anything.
Okay.
Headshot.
Okay,
Actually,
so
maybe my beggar's like, will be like, oh, he wants to prove he's on their side, like,
tackle him.
cowards. Yeah, I'll try to stop one of them.
Okay, so you're gonna grapple one of Phil's characters.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Donovan, whoever.
So
Okay,
he's
bigger.
running from you, which you can match his speed because Phil, are you all 3 humans?
Yes.
And Thomas, your beggar's a human.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay.
God really accelerated the plan
so
there, buddy.
Your beggar's gonna make an
Safe.
opposed strength.
So-
Your beggar's gonna make an opposed strength attack roll against him.
Oh boy.
So both of you roll a strength check.
Who are you taking on? But you said Gravedigger?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, well, he's just got no benefits here, so.
Mono,
Is this
mono.
D20s, right?
I guess Sean Leo would probably try to
17.
take one of his
Critical
guys
failure.
and just kind of restrain him.
Okay.
He slips right
It just
free.
you're just gonna fail.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. You're not even using a weapon.
He's like the most honorable of my
You gonna try and tackle one of Phil's
Yeah.
guys?
Or
Okay,
he'll try to
pick a
reason.
new target. Wait,
not that one.
Did Phil also roll a crit fail?
No.
I rolled
Okay,
17.
all right, then he escapes. Yep.
I don't know who's left.
Who's
We've
left?
got a wheat farmer and an elven forester.
He's gonna wish he got caught.
The
Yeah.
The Thanes are gonna catch him out.
He could get just slashed in the back and die instantly.
Which one do you like better of those two?
You think you have a chance, Mert?
The Forester?
Let's see what you can do.
Okay.
Is that what you're going for? The
The
forester?
Forester.
Okay.
Is this a what kind of roll?
Strength.
Alright.
I got 7.
I rolled a 13.
Okay, you're running, and then all of a sudden, Mert lands on your back and pins you to the ground.
And he's a blacksmith.
Yep.
A little dwarven blacksmith.
You'd have a chance to break free, but one of the Thanes rides up and puts his sword to your neck, and he says,
I yield.
We have
Okay.
to do it.
"All right."
I yield.
So is anybody? So that means one of your guys is still running.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I have my gravedigger who evaded this man, and then I have
Yeah.
this other guy
Okay.
at my weak.
No, he has two that are still running.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Each of your guys gets one Thane pursuing. They both shout warnings to halt, or you will be slain.
Or die.
Okay, my wheat farmer just huddles on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a 5 personality and a 6 intelligence. Oh my god.
None of these people.
I just like wheat.
Okay.
The gravedigger
I'm
keeps running.
fancy.
Okay. Then the Gravedigger's gonna have to take one attack.
All right.
If he survives this, you'll be able to find an alleyway where the horse won't be able to pursue you.
He'll join us.
Alright. You hear the air like whoosh above you, the mighty swing from this thing, but he misses you. And you're able to find salvation.
All right.
Okay,
Over the wall.
so the rest of you will agree to go to the Standing Stones that day.
Yeah.
I will ask if I may speak to my betrothed one last time.
There's love dripping from his voice.
The Jarl hesitates and then says, "With an escort, you may."
Okay.
Kill the bomb.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a firestorm on this town.
Okay. So, you are all taken into custody then.
Oh no.
Custody of the yep. You're allowed to keep your spyglass for
Good.
now. And then Artemis is brought to the witch's hut.
Mm-hmm.
The same gentleman who you saw hanging out in the hut that one time is chosen as your escort.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Along with one of his like trackers, so there's 2 of them total.
Alright.
Alright. And then one of the Thanes is kind of waiting further back in the street and then says, Go. Go! It seems the Thane is relieved that he doesn't have to step into the hut himself.
Okay.
Okay, so you are allowed your audience, Artemis.
Good.
Ah, so you return.
For the last time, perhaps.
Oh,
I am
what
to be-
tidings?
I am to be sacrificed.
Unfortunate.
Yes.
So, you mean to say that you will be taken to the Standing Stones?
That is correct.
Sucks to be you.
Well, I suppose this is what fate has ordained.
Afraid I won't be able to marry you then.
Oh, surely you will overcome this beast. I sense great skill and power within you. You have the shackles that I have prepared. You will require nothing more.
Well, if you believe that I will prevail, then I shall prevail.
She says, "Oh, for my betrothed, I can prepare one additional boon, I suppose." She,
Some Hulk potion or something.
it is. It is a potion.
Nice.
She says, "This will invigorate your spirit when the time is dark," and she hands you the vial.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. So, what do you think, Gug, and your... What's the name of the guy you have? What would you guys be up to? I mean, both of you are really not... are persona non grata in town. And you're not really up to date with the tidings. I mean, for expediency, we could just say you're going to see the big assembly led out to where they're all brought to the standing stones, unless you want to speculate or role play, you know, what you guys are doing.
Well, I kind of thought that's what we've been avoiding, because after he probably tells me what he did, and I go, "Ooh, you're probably
Tell you all about what I did."
That's not a real good thing. I really was doing almost nothing, and I had to escape. Yours might have been worse.
Yeah. So I think we would try and keep our distance a little bit, especially from the hole. But yeah, once we saw the procession.
Okay.
Especially with this massive of one. We saw the one.
Oh yeah.
That it was just one person being led out. Now this is going to be what number are we at? 3 of my guys.
2 of mine.
2 of yours, so 5. 2 of yours. No, all 3 of
All 4 of his are alive.
I've got 4.
4.
My 3 alive.
So much to lose.
They're 12 guys.
They all have 1 HP.
Oh god.
And
Beast is just gonna be
one fast poop.
yeah.
1 round, I can lose all.
Straight. So
Okay.
I mean, aren't they gonna take all our weapons?
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
What happened to our squad?
They don't want us to really fight the beast.
no, they don't.
No, as they said, this is to be a sacrifice.
Right.
That Father Biakum's had a new revelation. Then once this is done, the Hound won't bother the town again.
Of course.
So it is unclear, but it seems unlikely that you would be just given whatever whatever assistance that they. It seems like they're going to give you nothing of that sort. So
I mean,
where are we physically right now?
you are detained. So you're in the town
And
square.
this is the night before, right?
No, this is like afternoon. They bring sacrifices out to the stones at dusk. Right now, you're inside a circle of the Thanes. They all have like their spears ready, just in case anyone tries to break out of the circle.
I mean, I feel like either we succeed and we kill the beast, or we all die and we get sacrificed anyways.
If
So,
they allow us to fight it,
yeah. So I would try and
we
persuade.
should try to bargain with the.
Who's got the good personality? Isn't it Beetle Bailey?
I've got a personality.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna save you the trouble. It won't be necessary. There will be. You'll just see in the story that you will have your weapons.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. You're brought out there, and the procession is delayed because, well, it's a very large one, and the Thanes are being very cautious the whole time, making sure that none of you break free. But they don't bind you fully, realizing that would make it even slower, and they do. It is time sensitive to be back before dusk actually falls.
Okay.
And by the time that the procession actually reaches the stones, you see Father Biakum himself is nervous as he sees the sun lowering. And he says, now quickly, bind them all, restrain them. And most of the townsfolk are faltering and not wanting to get to work. And the Master of the Night's Watch, who spoke to you guys early at the beginning, says that he will stand guard here, even if he loses his life, to make sure that all of you, by pledge of honor, will stay here to be sacrificed.
Okay.
That way you may, not be bound.
Okay.
Provided that you all can agree to this.
I mean,
Just
we could
stay.
just kill this guy, right?
Yeah, let's just go. Well, I think
He's
that's
easy.
Probably got like armor.
He's easier to kill than a werewolf
Yeah.
beast.
Oh yeah. there's like a whole bunch
Or
of
wouldn't
us.
how are we gonna get out of this funnel?
This is where we belong.
My
we
guy-
belong in the funnel.
We keep putting off confronting the beast.
my guys will stay there.
All right, but we all agree in any event.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe it'll help.
He might.
Yeah.
You'd be
Once the
inspired.
beast is shackled.
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay,
more
I don't
are-
want Artemis to have the shackles, so
You should-
Yeah, you should give it probably to someone
who's
strong.
our front line?
Yep.
Leo's the strongest guy of us.
He's not even there.
Yeah, he is. Raph is not.
Oh, okay. I'll give him to Leo then.
He has 17 strength.
Good.
He's-
But 2 HP.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Actually, I don't think our HP numbers matter
Nope.
at all. We're gonna be
Nope.
getting hit for like 15.
My Weaver has the best HP. I guess he pricked his finger so many times.
Okay.
He's-
So Nathan
So
the Younger.
Raph and Gug are kind of on the. I imagine we do discuss that we should at least see what happens. You inform me a little more of what I missed out on, because Raph is even further out than Gug.
So we can see that they're not bound.
Right.
So, and they have their weapons. So we can see that they're planning some.
Yeah. Nathan, just as a refresher, because it's been a while since the first session.
Yeah.
Somebody talked to him, and he shared that he actually thought he did enough to slay the beast, but then he witnessed it materialize into the black mist and float away, only for it to return.
This is the master.
Yes, who is staying behind. But he says, I've heard it said that you've gained some way to restrain the beast. That is the only reason I am partaking in this.
So you wish to defeat this thing?
Of course I do.
You're a good man then.
But let me see what.
Man is a dead man.
Yep.
That's what many have.
Let me see what you have. That is not only rumor that has led me to this pledge.
Artemis, do we
I
trust?
gave it to you, so it's up to you.
Okay, so do you show him the?
I do.
Is this a craft of the widow Yamei?
That's
It is.
No. Then perhaps there really is hope. He says, I suggest that you position yourselves in concealment behind the standing stones. The hound is intelligent. You should make it look as if you have just the one ready to be sacrificed, and then you may be able to spring a bit of an ambush on the creature.
Okay.
Who
Did-
volunteered?
Yeah.
Did all of your characters get captured?
No, my one didn't.
Gravedigger.
Yep.
Where did the Gravedigger go?
Yeah, we'll jump to the Gravedigger for
Okay,
now.
we'll say he would have tried to sneak in with a procession of people, just like.
Okay,
I like it.
Sure.
Hood up.
roll luck.
All right, Luck's my middle name.
No, it's not.
Crit. It is his middle name.
Crit. Okay,
Luck.
You see that thing? I was like, man.
you come in right behind Father Biakum, and he seems that it's to your advantage. It could not enter the father's wildest dreams that the one man who escaped the earlier capture would be just right on his coattails in the mob. So he is totally oblivious to your presence. And you see, as he's striding around, his coin purse just like lunges out in front of you, and you have an excellent opportunity to snatch it if you wish.
Should take that.
Wait, who's coin purse?
The Father Biakums.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
The guy who said the new solution is to sacrifice all.
Okay, I reach out.
Okay,
Grab that
this
coin.
is
Just eat him.
okay. So this is a pickpocket. What is your
Oh,
profession?
my profession is digging graves.
Digging grave.
Okay, so you're untrained, but this is a child's play DC. So it is DC 5, and you make a D10 dex to take the coin purse.
Okay, DC 5. I'll just divide
Luck
this
is your
by.
middle name, man.
I'll just
Yeah.
divide this by 2.
You could consider burning luck on this because
What if you roll a 1?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not a one like
You
that.
said DC 5. Oh,
Yep.
wait,
Yeah.
so
But
You
you can
just
burn
A
one.
1 is still a crit
oh, wait,
fail.
do I, am I rolling? What am I rolling?
just
You roll a
D10.
10.
Okay, I'll burn 4 luck.
You can burn it.
You can yeah. I'm just saying. In
I burned
retrospect.
nothing.
All right.
Roll a
What's your
6.
DC mod
My DC mod is
or your Dex mod?
Dex mod.
Yep.
Oh, agility mod.
Yes.
That puts it to that's a -1 agility. That would put it to 5.
Okay, that's still good enough.
Just
Okay.
enough.
Okay, yeah. The coin purse, like you can separate it from his
That's
belt
excellent.
with just the gentlest tug, and he has no notice of it as everyone's just clamoring to Father Biakum. What? So
Tickling the sack.
you have his coin purse.
Touching his coin purse.
Cool. I keep it with me.
Okay.
I heard a house rule that
Yeah.
if you burn luck before the roll, it counts double.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Considering, especially
It's a
at this,
gamble.
especially at this stage of the game, how little luck you guys have to burn, that getting more mileage out of it by being determined, that's cool. I think I'd probably use
Yeah,
that.
I
You
like
only
it,
use
yeah.
luck once per combat or once per
Once
like.
per roll.
Oh, once per roll. Okay.
Okay.
I mean that's pretty good.
Yeah. Because you could completely waste it.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Okay.
Well then, do we reveal ourselves? Do we like?
It's up to
Oh,
you.
to the group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say.
All right.
We
Yeah.
stride the two of us stride out
Okay.
with you in tow.
I do appear as well.
We see a shadow behind us.
Yep. So
It's like
three
shadow,
more
shadow.
join the fray.
Like what the?
I think one of Thomas's should be the sacrifice, the bait.
Why do you say that?
Not me. Say all of my characters.
Well, I guess you've got four as well.
I think one of
Mikey.
those 4 characters in particular should.
So really, Phil and I have each lost one. So
I
That's
have
fine.
a cow. Did I put the cow
You
there?
still have the cow.
Yeah, Jesse.
The beast.
No, the beast doesn't
Um,
Ignores cow.
Yeah.
Or
The,
it doesn't, it's not bothered
okay,
by
I have
it.
bad news for you. The cow was confiscated
Okay.
because they said that to replace the lost goat and the fact that you won't be needing it, it was taken from you.
Dawn.
If you return in the town victorious with
AKA.
like the wolf's skin on your
I'll
neck,
get-
that might change, but for now the cow has been taken from you.
Well, Donnie's downtrodden,
Do I still
Yeah,
have
I'm
my
sure he
ponies?
is.
and so he will volunteer.
No way you have a pony. No way.
Do I still have my pony?
Nope.
No.
6
Pony's
people
also
died.
confiscated.
Yeah.
6.
You like I said, you'll have a chance of reclaiming your items if you come back with proof that the beast is slain.
We need some bait.
We
Yeah,
can probably
Donnie will put himself
Oh, okay.
in there.
Dong's going in.
Dong is gonna be the sacrifice. But he would probably trade his pitchfork for Mikey's dagger. 'Cause if you're gonna be laying there, I just imagine thematically it'd make more sense if the wolf comes. He just tries to go like this once at
So
least.
you're gonna lie down on the slab,
Yeah, with a
pitchfork
dagger.
at
No,
a
he gives
dagger
the
at your
pitchfork
side.
to Mikey. They
Okay.
trade so that they.
Okay.
I mean, it's
And
still
then-
the same damage, just more thematically.
And then all the other characters are gonna position themselves behind standing stones to block line of sight.
Yes.
Mhm.
They're fairly. I mean, if you think of like kind of Stonehenge, like
Yeah,
they're pretty large. Like you
large.
could probably have about 3 or 4 concealing themselves behind each one.
one.
So yeah.
My two characters have a real fun conversation. Leo and Raph. Raph shows that Warhammer off, and Leo's
Yeah,
like,
he
"Oh,
got
that's
that from
mighty."
the traveling
You
dwarf.
look, they're
merchant,
both
yeah.
dwarves too.
Yeah.
So they look very. Leo looks like that's really nice, and Raph's like, "Yeah, I usually use a pick. I've never used this," and so he gives it to Leo. Because he's
Okay.
a blacksmith who loves hammers.
Um,
So now Raph has just a regular hammer.
Leo better keep his mind on what he's going to be doing.
The shackles.
Yeah, because without that, we're fucked.
Okay. Well, then we won't do that. Well, you're right. The shackles are going to be taking out both his hands to try to do that. Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
Okay. A little bit of time passes. The sun crests below the woods, and
You drink your potion.
No, that's when times are dark.
Oh, okay.
yeah. And as Nathan notices something, he curbs his horse and says, "I'm withdrawing as not to betray your secret, but I will be watching from the distance." And he moves a bit towards town.
Okay.
And sure enough, the awful beast begins striding towards the standing stones.
Donnie's just
It's as long as everyone's paying attention, they're able to kind of readjust where they are at the stones so that they block line of sight.
Okay.
Yeah, Sloopy, I guess, could be somebody probably grabs Sloopy by the shoulder.
Don't give him. Leo literally like picks him up.
Bow-legged.
Okay, for everyone hiding at the stones, I need the lowest dex and the lowest luck. So does anyone have a -3 for either of those?
Sloopy!
I got a -2 agility.
Why are you such a
Alright, is that for luck or
He's
agi?
got a 3 agility.
Okay,
Wow.
then one of you can make an agility roll.
That's you, I think.
Okay.
Here we go, baby. He got a 4.
Okay. And then no one has a -3 luck?
No.
Okay.
Oh. What would -3 be?
-3.
No. Oh yeah, no. My luck.
Yeah.
Well, for us that burned it, it got low, but not that low. My low is like 6.
Okay. The hound begins creeping in. And
If I see that, how can I kick him out?
it looks like it's about to approach the standing stones.
It's just shaking with excitement.
But instead, all of a sudden turns and lunges at Sloopy, who's like just sticking. So it's gonna attack Sloopy, and then the encounter will begin.
And I push Sloopy towards him.
Why would you do that?
That's gonna give the wolf a small bonus.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, it's
done.
done.
Oh,
Okay.
when I heard him going like this, I'm like, shut up.
Why would your instinct be to cause him to die, though?
I guess. Do I try to
He's
clip it
an
on?
elf,
Try to get
that's
away.
why.
What is Sloopy's armor class?
7.
Oh
Like,
my
why,
gosh.
why are you such a
Why
waste?
are you even here?
Push him in front of a
Such a
bus.
waste. Ah.
Where's Loopy?
Okay. It uses its bite attack on Snoopy.
I'm sure
I'm
it
just
does.
gonna like Donnie's
Yeah.
like laying there, and then he sees the thing move to the side of him, and he's like,
It's gonna get a great look in the inside of its
He
mouth.
takes 5 damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
I imagine we
Alright.
all attack now. Though.
Alright, yeah, so this is the beginning of the combat round.
Okay.
So,
God damn
so Mang's got 2,
2.
you've got
4.
Thomas is 4, and
Yeah.
Phil is 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or wait.
Yeah.
For what?
Character counts.
Here.
Oh yes.
Yep. Then I'm still gonna have you roll initiative for your party of characters.
Party, okay.
So we're not gonna do separate rolls per
That makes
character.
sense.
Yeah.
Highest or lowest? Or average? Median?
Oh no, I'll be generous. You can have your highest dex apply to your party.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, solid 10.
19.
14.
14.
Yours is probably better than mine.
Okay.
I rolled better. Not my dex is bad. I just rolled good.
I don't know.
What's your best dex person?
2.
Yeah, mine's
Is
0.
that a deal breaker?
Seems pretty good.
No, I say you would go before mine.
Okay.
Unless you want to delay for me.
Who's the
because
highest initiative?
Leo needs to go sooner.
Murder that man.
No, Adam goes. Adam's 2 go first.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Okay.
I'll say based on the positioning of the stones, you can all reach melee range of the wolf from where you're standing right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you can have, based on the size of the creature, you can have 6 in melee with the wolf at any given time.
Okay.
Having more is going to make it more difficult for you to hit the wolf.
Right, 'cause of-
And it's greater chance of, on crit fail tables, to actually hurt your teammates.
Friends.
But I will say up to 6 can enter melee range without problem.
Okay.
So you may do what you wish with your actions, mate.
Alright, Artemis is gonna shoot a short bow.
Well, that's nice getting the ranged attack before everybody gets in there.
19!
You know that's a hit. Roll damage.
6!
Holy crap.
Oh,
That's
I'm gonna
impressive,
marry
man.
that He's like, I'm not dying.
Oh my god,
Might
alright.
disappear before we get the cuffs on.
Yeah, you gotta be
That
careful,
would be
yeah.
bad, yeah.
If that's
Alright.
how it works.
Dude.
So you got
Sean, not to break in. Giannis, they arrested
You are
Giannis today.
definitely breaking in.
Yeah,
How are the Bucks doing?
That is the
They were
definition.
down 38 to 25 in the first. After the first,
And
they
they arrested him?
outscored the set. Yeah, they arrested
For-
Giannis.
for poor
They
play?
outscored
No, to rest his knee.
Bulls.
Oh, rest. I thought.
Rest.
Oh,
Oh,
rest.
yeah, like, whoa.
They
They
outscored the
arrested
Bulls without Giannis
They
in the second
finally
quarter,
arrested
38 to 16.
So now
They're
they're
up
ahead.
63-54.
That's awesome.
Jake's at that game in Chicago.
That's really cool, man. Alright, second main character.
Yeah, Doug's gonna
Is he actually
Charging.
going melee?
He's gonna enter
enter
the
the
fray.
short sword. That is a 13.
Negative.
Emphasis on
It's
short.
going to be a high.
It's gonna be rough.
Is there any sort of flanking bonuses in
You
this?
dealing 6 off the bat, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
a,
nice.
that's a huge
That's
deal.
huge. Yeah.
That could cost
Okay,
a lot of lives.
who has the next highest initiative?
It's one
You
of
mean
our.
save a lot of
I
life?
could go.
Do you have ranged characters
I have
at all?
one.
Okay.
My beggar's gonna.
So
use a
right now
sling.
he's only got one person in melee.
Correct.
The wolf does, because the other one's
How
shot.
many do you want in there?
All of mine.
Alright. good.
Well, probably Leo and Raph for sure.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start by using my sling.
Okay.
Very smart.
We should have had more of that.
That's a
No.
negatory.
7.
Okay.
Not
alright.
gonna do
It
it.
just your rock just shoots off into the distance, goes wide of the wolf.
God, now I have.
Think these shackles gonna make any difference for the combat, or just for him?
Maybe a
wasting
little bit.
away?
You'd think it would.
Gonna
Trip 'em up.
Alright.
feel this is
Finn
where
will
it
go in
goes
with his
one way or the
staff
other.
and attack.
Okay, second one in melee.
Miss.
Okay.
I'll go in with another one.
Okay.
So that's 3 melee characters.
This will be
now.
dog.
Yep.
He's fighting for his pony, and he hits with a club.
Well,
I think.
give me the attack
18.
roll.
18.
Okay, and what's the modifier? Just 0?
Yeah.
Okay, that hits. Second hit.
Nice.
A D4.
Yeah, that's that D4.
2.
2 damage with the club. You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, I have notes. Damage rolls.
Yeah.
Oh.
For luck. What's your luck?
0.
Okay. No effect. Okay.
Oh,
Thomas is shot with his guys.
I have 1 left.
Okay.
What's he have?
He might
Walking away.
he might just like pray and bide his time.
All right.
Be okay.
So in melee, we've got Gug. What's all the other character? Your 2 character names in melee?
Finn and Dog.
Finn. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's the Belfry, or what's his name? What's his
Beetle?
The Beetle. Yeah, the Beetle.
He,
Beetle
he
Bear.
stayed clear and
He's-
prayed.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's been pretty.
Okay.
Yeah, can that? Yeah, I was gonna say, does
You
that?
can take +1 on your next roll with him. Basically, it's just you've
Keep
convinced
prep
yourself
self.
that things are going to go a little bit better now. All right.
All right, my guys are gonna go. Leo's the one that has the shackles.
Okay.
So he's gonna try to put them on the wolf while he's kind of distracted.
Okay. Is he going to lead in with that? You going to lead with the shackles, or do you want the other guys to attack?
I'm gonna have my other guys attack. I'm gonna try to have him as distracted as possible.
Okay.
But I need one spot for Leo.
Right
to
now,
be-
there's 3 in the melee right now. So there's 3 slots
So
left.
Raph will Mikey's the one that's gonna sit back.
Okay.
Can I throw a dagger? It'll use it up, but can you throw it?
You can throw a dagger.
Does that change it from a strength to? Does that just make it an agility throw?
That's exactly what it does.
It's not very good either. Yeah, it's a 7.
Okay, and now you'll need to go pick up the dagger to get
Yep.
it back. So,
Yep.
okay.
Then Donnie, so he didn't go in. Donnie's gonna come in with his pitchfork, so he stands up off the. He's the one who was the sacrifice.
Okay. Nope. All right.
And then Raph is the one with the warhammer, so he's gonna move
Okay.
up.
So you say Donnie's in melee,
Donnie's in melee,
and now Raph's in melee.
and
too.
Raph rolled a 19 with the warhammer, a 20 with the warhammer.
You're not. Oh, so you're attacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Raph. Leo's the one.
Okay.
with
Well,
the
then you can roll damage for Warhammer.
Where is this? 9 damage. I hit an 8, and he has a +1 from that
That's
master.
incredible. That's incredible, dude.
You only had to push Sloopy into its jaws in order to do it.
So,
And then Leo's taking the last spot with the shackles. He's
Okay.
gonna try to lock him on.
Yep. So roll a strength.
Okay. That's 14.
Okay. The shackles will give you an additional +2. What
Okay.
is your? So is it 16 total then
Yeah.
for your strength?
Yes. 16.
Okay. You're able to get the shackles onto its forelegs.
All right.
He clearly doesn't like it. You see like kind of a whole shudder pass through his body when they go on him.
Oh.
He can still like bite and claw and stuff, but
like-
something's definitely
restrained
affected him.
pretty-
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Very nice.
There we go, guys.
Phil's characters.
Why aren't you guys going yet?
My Elven Forester Dobbin
We're like
runs in with the staff
Dude,
to smack
that
this.
Warhammer.
There's 6 in
good.
melee,
Did Artemis
so
shoot it?
it is going to be
Yeah.
a little bit
That's
more
good.
difficult.
He's gonna try to squeeze through
Okay,
his
so
shoulder.
Dobbin's number 7.
He's gonna shoulder check
That's
someone.
gonna make it worse.
Okay, what are you attacking with?
A staff.
Okay, roll your attack.
Fucking Dobbin. Just throw yourself into its mouth.
Ooh.
14.
What's your total?
14.
Okay, it misses.
He rolled a 15.
Yeah, it's
too.
it's a little bit more difficult with the extra.
Yeah,
people.
alright.
So.
You
Alright.
might want to just throw things.
Just
Throw that
things?
pitchfork. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if you
What can
throw
be
the
thrown?
pitchfork. Okay, so it's pretty crowded in there, is what you're saying.
There's 7 in melee range. Each time you add 1 beyond 6, it gets harder to hit in melee.
Okay, well, Theodon the Gravedigger is gonna throw his trowel.
Like it.
Okay, that could strike a character too.
You could also just like
Could kill
Well,
wait.
you could just wait, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
logical sense.
Wait till the wolf clears room.
Yeah. All right.
There's a
It's
whirlwind
going to happen.
attack.
All right, then my other two characters
Everyone's
just
dead.
gonna hold back and stay at the ready.
Okay.
Be happy, they're live, right?
Right?
Okay.
Right? They're
Um,
live.
I mean, at least your
I
tears
saw
still
that,
work.
Phil.
Oh.
I saw what he did.
It's a good thing I didn't.
So there's 7 in melee range.
Yeah.
The wolf gets 3 action die.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna randomly determine the 3 characters it's gonna attempt
that
to
are
attack.
going to die.
Okay.
So far it's Dobbin, Dog, and Raph.
Oh no. Oh no.
It has a penalty because of the shackles.
Can't use those forelegs. Just the back two.
Okay. What is Dog and Raph's AC
10.
for both?
Hold on.
Well,
9 for me.
Mine's 10.
Oh, is one of your characters Dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not dog.
Dog takes 3 damage from a claw.
He perishes.
Okay.
Dog.
He drops.
Raph takes 1 damage from a claw.
He still lives.
Okay.
He started with 2.
I mean, at least he didn't die.
You see it with Thomas.
Look on the bright side. At least
How
your
do you-
tears still work.
At least I didn't.
You were the third object of attack, and he missed you.
When was that said?
That was a lead up.
Oh, yeah. I was like, that really sounded like Mert. I was like, when did Mert say that?
I know.
All right. Very nice.
Initiative starts over.
It
again.
then attempts to move, and it's being restrained by you. So you get to make an additional strength check. This time +6, because you're holding on with the bracers.
Ooh! That's a 20 without any of the.
Very nice. Okay. It looks like it's about to fly away, and then the shackles keep it rooted along with your grip. So,
Oh,
right.
Leo!
New round for the characters.
Is he fully shackled?
He is still restrained,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
So we just beat on him.
It's full as
Okay.
it can be.
Artemis will fire an arrow. Critical fail.
That's gonna hit a player with ranged attacks.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's great.
Oh no.
Boy,
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
can't you burn the lock? Not on a crit fail.
Let's see.
Probably not, no.
That is fun.
You might kill my top prospects.
Need to make sure.
No, but it's
I
like a
go by
sling,
the
right?
rules here.
What do you do?
No, it's a short bow.
Oh
You
no!
can't really.
I was hoping it was subdural.
Nope.
No.
Subdural arrow.
That would be perfect if it was only
Oh.
that, but
I spilled some beer.
tis not.
Oh my
gosh. I'll get top paper towel.
Thank you, sir.
You can burn luck. Oh no, not for crit. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Can you boost AC with luck?
No. It's only on a roll.
Where is it? It's a big deal.
BD.
It is a big deal.
Phil, you're on 2 strikes.
Nice. What? I only spilled 1 beer. I think.
What was the first strike?
Being Phil.
Breathing.
Like,
Breathing in my home.
oh my god.
How could you?
Is that RC Cola?
No, it's not. It's Pepsi.
Oh, that's more common.
RC Cola. Oh
I was
my
just thinking about RC Cola today and how much I liked it.
I filled up gas and bought my Sprite from your BP up here.
Uh-huh.
Do you know they have a Sprite limonade? Like, not lemonade. It says
I get
L-Y-M.
it.
That's
get
just what Sprite was.
Come on.
Well, it's lemon
Yeah, wasn't
lime.
it? Yeah, isn't,
Yeah.
isn't that limonade?
Yeah, isn't that what lemonade
Well, I
is?
think it's...
What is limonade?
But it's
if not
like,
that?
but it's supposed to be like lemonade instead of soda.
Oh.
Oh,
but
it's like not
lemonade
soda.
in a
Okay.
like
But then
from
how does the Sprite...
So it's just uncarbonated Sprite
yes, but
Maybe,
but
with a
not
little bit of-
lemonade. Lime, yeah,
with a little
it's-
bit of juice in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I had no idea they would like.
interesting.
Why? Why just make that? And make it, it's got to be lemonade.
What does that have to do with RC Cola?
I thought it's right.
I thought they're both sodas.
Yeah.
They're both
Actually, the lemonade's not a soda.
no.
I don't know. They're both liquid.
They're both liquid.
Wait, here we go. Missile fire.
Oh my.
It's all over Phil's back.
Oh my god. It's piss.
Why?
Piss on my
Why is
back.
that ever a thing?
96. Friendly fire. Here we go.
Friendly piss on my back.
Where's that Fane?
Yeah, he ran off.
Master Knight. He's gonna take all the credit too.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Son of a bitch.
So I
React
still. Now we still have to roll his attack roll here to see if it does actually hit somebody.
Oh, Adam does.
So
you-
yeah. So hold on a sec. Let me determine.
Oh, so you doesn't. He
One,
might not
two,
even hit any of
four.
us.
Okay,
either.
so it could potentially hit Donnie. That is the designated target. Now roll your attack
It
again.
makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Thematically, that's
Okay.
right
Yeah.
where it would be.
That is a. I never can tell.
6 or 9?
No, I think it's a 6. Yeah, 6.
Okay. Then it misses Donnie.
Yeah,
Good.
that would
Okay.
be
Okay. Then
me. But it whizzes by my head, probably. Like, whoa.
Gug is a 5.
Okay.
Then it's
Who wants to go?
Thomas's character.
Yep.
Thomas's team.
Alright. The beggar will shoot another rock.
He's slinging it.
Slinging.
Street
Slinging rock. He's on crutches and he's just 2. He's just on his crutches.
All right.
Slinging
You
rock.
still have a 50% chance to get the hit a character. So roll d6.
Oh, even
3
with
or
that,
lower,
2.
it's another friendly fire.
Gosh.
1 is just automatic.
Oh, so not.
He has 50% chance of being a friendly character.
6.
Okay, it doesn't hit a friendly character.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
That's good.
Alright, next I've got Finn. He was in melee range.
Yep.
So he can probably melee again.
Kill this thing.
Strength? First
Yep.
melee? 13.
Nope.
Not quite.
Alright, Beetle Bailey charges in.
He's got the +1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Praying.
He does.
It's almost a 20, but instead it's a 2.
Not quite.
And the
Oh, it's a
missile one
3.
is
It's a
the
3 'cause it's
only way that it's 3 or.
Yep.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
so not close range.
Yep.
All right. So how many people do we have in?
7 right now.
I shouldn't have went in.
Yeah, Donnie's gonna move back out.
Okay, Donnie withdraws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he the grappler?
No,
That's Raph.
that's no. Leo is the grappler.
Oh, Leo's
Raph's
okay.
the one with the warhammer.
All right.
So, Raph's gonna just try to
Yep.
strike.
Nice.
Is it the
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, 17.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Big ball and.
Okay, 4 damage.
Okay. You strike the wolf on the head with the warhammer. It embeds into his skull.
Okay.
You see blood ooze out, first red, and that turns into black. And his body starts congealing into a mist, and then you see the shackles just like start glowing radiantly bright, and it shrivels the mist into a withered skeleton, and you kill the hound. Okay.
Leo's like.
That's going to be 10 XP for one character of your choosing. Everybody can pick one to go to level 1 immediately.
We know.
Oh
Yeah.
What happens to are the zeros gonna fall away, or are they
They're
like?
the
No, they
The
can,
biggest of zeros.
You can actually, if you want to create like a traveling caravan with them as like just little buddies, they can stay with you if you.
Yeah, I think that's.
Okay.
I think that's yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right.
They're still just as vulnerable, so they could die from like random misadventure. But you can send somebody to level 1.
Grave level,
Okay.
level 1 grave digger.
Level 1 blacksmith.
I'll level up the
Yeah,
forest.
hitting with the short bow, 2 hits with the warhammer. I mean, the wolf only has 20 HP,
Sure.
which is a lot when you only have D4 weapons.
Yeah.
But having those 2 make a huge impact. So very nice.
Well, and plus the witch's
Yeah.
shackle.
And honestly, more people are gonna die like from
More
people
people
from
die.
like going into the tomb.
I saved you guys.
Yeah. Hey, you can go into the tomb now as
Yeah, now
level
that we're
1.
level 1.
It's a
let's
lot
go into
less.
two.
It's a lot less scary.
We can
so
dig up the gold
you
king.
could, but
Yeah,
anyway, I'm
it's
sure
like-
you'll want to
have
go
all
back
sorts
into
of
town
things.
before then first anyway.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
we have a wedding.
Yeah, we gotta.
You do.
We gotta
okay.
kill that father.
So if you guys want,
For
I'd
6
allow you to do the level 1 level up right
Yeah,
now. if you
and
want.
I think we should.
And that's recommended because you'll each have a character that's stronger.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
did you decide on the race thing?
Race thing.
Yeah, right now, I want you to play that race. That's a large adjustment for me to try and. I want to try and keep it as faithful to the core system as possible as it suggests.
You don't just evolve into.
So
something.
he'd be a dwarf, or he'd be. Well, that's the only thing Gug can be is a dwarf.
Oh, you're playing as Gug?
No,
Well-
I was going to go with Artemis, but if you can't be a wizard. Because the halfling class is a dual wielding fighter.
Yep.
Wait, he's literally a halfling class.
Yeah. So I'd have to be a dual wielding fighter.
But Gug could be.
He would be a dwarf, which is like a sword and board fighter.
But he's
Oh.
also an evil.
So as it stands, none of my characters
he's
can use
also
magic.
an evil liability.
Yeah.
What can humans be? Like everything?
They can be everything.
Sucks. You got you just have Gug and Artemis, don't you?
Yeah. Because
Actually,
killed Sloopy.
So what's the deal
Sloopy
with,
could have been my magic user.
But he was just like,
But he's
More
more.
pushed him.
what's the deal with Elven Forester?
They're like magical fighters.
Pretty cool.
Though, okay. Now I'm starting to come. So from halfling, you have lower speed, I think,
Yeah. You certainly do.
and then you have your special vision,
Yeah, you do.
and then we could just never come back to the halfling apart from that, and then just have you be a wizard.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
you know,
all it is.
I'll allow that. That's really not.
Well, what's your like intelligence?
17.
Yes.
Which is
That too
incredible.
makes-
That's incredible for you.
double.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. No, you can. Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow it. Because it's different from like the random care gen aspect, which
Right.
must be preserved. But yeah. Okay. I'll allow it.
Okay. So yeah. So what does level 1 consist of now?
You get
mostly?
HPs.
You get some HP.
Yeah.
You get some moves.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So, who wants a book? Because what you'll do is you'll turn to that page, and then you'll get
Just
your
I'd say hand it to.
Especially if you know what you want to go into immediately. That's who should have the book right now.
Ooh.
Although Adam seems to have it on his.
Well, my guy's a
Well, it
dwarf.
depends if there's options.
So aren't I?
So you should turn to dwarf and see what you get.
Okay.
And I'll try and you do have options.
Do,
Yes.
we evolve to a full sheet character now? Or do we
Yeah,
stay
we
on?
will.
You
I
do.
just haven't printed them.
Yeah.
I thought the funnel was going to last forever.
If we killed that knight and just fled.
It would have continued on. Yes. And the thing is, you have to fight the wolf in its lair unless you actually bind it and slay it the first time you encounter it, which you did, because you technically never tried to ambush it before. You just gave willing sacrifices earlier, so
Right.
you actually min-maxed it about as best you could.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even have to look at his lair.
No,
Who
no,
knows,
you
who
did.
knows how many swamp jackals have checked
Just
in.
gotta trust in me.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
If it wasn't for Gug killing that goat needlessly,
Yeah.
It all worked.
That accelerated things.
It did.
it would have still worked out. Like the battle went as smoothly as it could have. Just that
So
meddling
Thomas, what kind of guy are you bringing?
Elven
What kind
Forester.
of guy you bring? A hard body?
Oh yeah, he's hard.
You're
14 strength, 16 agility.
Alvin?
As hard as it gets.
So I have to.
That's
okay.
a good build for an elf.
Okay.
Is there like a
Now,
is there
there's
like a ranger
multiple
type of
ways
class?
that you can
That's
decide.
That's the name of the class. Is
That-
elf.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah, that's what the elf
All right,
literally
sorry.
is.
What you saying, Ming?
There's multiple
what
ways
he's-
you can decide on starting spells.
Okay,
Okay.
I would prefer, and I think you'll agree, completely random.
sounds perfect.
Okay. So I think that. What are you going to be?
I have no idea what classes are available.
What? Because he's the human,
I'm a
right?
human, yes.
So he could be. Yeah.
I'd like to say for flavor, when you drink your potion, you get the spells.
That works.
That's cool because then she
I'd
kind
like
of
to
gave
say
it to you
for
like
flavor, you're a
mischievously,
great
knowing
digger,
you would
she'd
do
be
it.
clever.
So yeah, that's
that
cool.
works.
Yeah.
Like logically, he dug up the dead. Now he wants.
He dug up the
dug
dead.
up
Now he
the
wants
dead?
to eat
Or
them.
bury them.
Uh-huh.
So do you want me to start to do like so my dwarf gets a D10 of hit points at each
Holy
level?
shit.
Should I-
Holy shit!
They get a lot of HP.
I get
But I have to
D4
roll that,
extra.
I have to roll that, don't I?
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
not bad.
Roll
Could be
it, right?
one, but if
Roll
you
it
get
now.
10 HP, I'm gonna piss.
Is that a 6?
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Not bad.
piss.
Thomas, if you want him here, just go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I get
Well,
4 spells.
And spill it
So, Sean, off the top of your head, do you know
Yeah.
what having training in something means? So now I'm trained in like every melee weapon.
Yeah.
So does that just give
I
you?
think if you're not trained with a weapon, you get a big penalty.
Oh, so we've assumed these guys kind of work.
You're trained with what you start with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I gave you the benefit of the doubt for the Warhammer because you're a dwarf. Which was still too generous in retrospect, but I forgot about that, so
Yeah.
it just was to your benefit there. So,
Okay.
yep.
So I'm lawful behavior, forcefully. Okay.
Yep.
Forcefully lawful.
Corruption's gonna start now.
I get a deed die, just like a warrior.
D die.
Yeah, deeds are great.
Hey, look at
Cool.
the dice that's in front of me. This
Yeah,
is the
no,
dice I
deeds
need.
are.
Okay.
That'll be. You should just read that section in full at some point
Yeah.
to understand what deeds are.
Do you have a PDF of this at all?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay. Can you send it to us? You can.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I get the mighty
Okay,
deed of
so
arm.
it's
I think I
a-
remember hearing about
It's a
this.
D26, which I don't think exists, so we'll use the D30.
And do what with it?
This is my
Anytime he
style.
rolls above a 26, it's invalid. Like that.
Like that.
3.
My first spell is Charm Person.
That's fun.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if you don't have like a smooth talker.
And the second spell is
24.
Spider Climb.
Okay. This is super Frederick Zoller, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully you get a nice offensive ability here.
Magic Missile. Or Invoke Patron. Oh, so I'm gonna have a patron.
That's
Because
cool.
you automatically get
Yeah.
The witch.
you get Invoke Patron and
What is invoke? Patron.
It's like
What's the
it sounds like a
counterpart?
warlock thing from D&D 4e and 5e.
But
Like,
what is that?
Cthulhu is a patron,
Patron
that
bond.
you're a
You get
patron of
both of
Bahamut.
those.
What?
So I
It
don't.
said patron bond.
I don't know if I get to pick the patron or you
Bahamut.
get to pick it.
What?
Patron.
Huh.
So that's like your.
That's like the powerful entity that can power me.
I'll allow you to pick that.
Okay, I'll look at that.
Yeah.
Then the fourth spell is Cantrip. That's good. I like
Perfect.
Cantrip. And now I have to do all the mercurial magic for each one. Which is the D100.
Phil, let's roll for your coin purse.
Oh
This is a big deal.
boy, what do I roll?
You get to roll the D30.
Where's the big thing? Oh,
Nope, it's over by Mang. He'll give it to you in a sec.
give me that big boy.
That's how much gold you have.
It is.
Gold?
Gold pieces.
With father's gold.
Father's
I'm
gold.
gonna dig his grave with this money.
Nice.
He's
Take
well,
that.
he's rich.
Tax.
That's
all
gonna-
your money.
That's gonna help your expenses quite a bit.
He's a wealthy
Yeah.
gravedigger.
Pretty cheese.
Is that the guy you're gonna turn into level 1?
Yes.
I like that because like he
It
just
was
has
the
all
very
this
thing,
money
yeah.
and he goes like ah he just powers up from the gold.
He's also taking a few coppers from my other characters.
Okay,
Mine
he's
now.
like hand over your money. I've got lots of money now.
So Sean,
yeah.
I can hand my book over
Donald
once I have to roll for 2 random languages.
Nice.
Oh,
You just learned them on the
Wizard,
spot.
Wizard gets a bunch of
I,
languages.
I
He's
learned
like, oh,
one,
I remember now.
one and then one more by
Yeah.
my
I think I get 4 new languages.
Well, I get common, dwarf, and then 2
What a
random.
potion.
Nice.
Yeah. That's
Some people level up by potion. Some
So we
level
want
up
to
by
find the languages
Yeah,
and then
I
we'll
got-
assign them each a die value.
It says it.
Oh, okay.
It says for dwarf what it would be. It's a percentile.
Okay.
Die.
So you can just handle those rolls
Imagine
yourself.
the
then.
disappointment if it was only one.
one gold. Oh god.
Which was still more money than we've ever seen.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
is.
Although
But that's
That's
even
like
better.
very
the
common.
Warhammer and the short
like
bow are
very
both
common.
worth gold, I think. Or among the spyglass is worth gold too.
All right.
Well, that's
So
been
this will be
destroyed.
my first. This is my second.
Is it is gold silver? Is copper silver gold 10 10 10?
Yeah.
Good.
100
This is- this
copper.
is
300 silver.
$3,000
This is
copper.
3,000 copper.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, we could eat for months.
We don't have to go anywhere.
No, we could just chill.
We just
Oh
hire
my
the whole town.
So the mercurial magic for Spider Climb
Yeah.
is Thunderstruck. A clap of thunder and flash of heat lightning accompanies the casting of this spell, revealing the wizard's position to all within sight of him.
That is the most Nosferatu thing. They just see him just like,
Thunderclap.
oh my god.
Wait, so you want to be seen?
No, he doesn't.
Spider climb is like a.
Not when you're
figure-
spider climbing.
It's like to go stealthy.
Wait,
Yeah.
why? Instead, as you said, what the spell does, though, let you be seen.
That's the random side effect.
Oh.
That's,
Normally it's just the climb.
I mean, if
Thunder
you guys are
climb and
just
lightning.
like, as long as you guys are traversing like attacking like an evil place, like then it doesn't matter so much. But
Or
if you're like
yeah.
in town murdering people, that's gonna be a lot more.
Okay, every time I use cantrip,
Yeah.
All living vegetative matter within 10 feet per spell level is reduced to ash.
Jeez.
You want to see a trick, kid?
Yeah.
You're standing in the middle of his cabbage farm and just like, no.
Vegetative creatures caught within this radius take 1d14 points of damage per spell.
1d14.
Wait, vegetative creature? What is that?
Like a plant monster?
Like a veggie man.
Oh, okay.
Sloopy.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's a
You were
Sloopy.
you just
alive.
need to find
Oh
a
yeah.
layer of that
And then
and
you
then
just-
just do bail. You can just do bail runs in
Yeah,
there with
over and over.
cantrips. That's
There
great.
you go, Thomas.
Oh my god. Bail runs in the plant class.
I'm a strong, slender demi-human.
Yep.
Looks like an elf.
1d6 HP. I could have 2 HP at the end of all this.
Oh!
3
Hey, alright. Tripled your
Oh,
HP.
God.
Yeah, but you're like a ranger, so you're like not
Is he?
seeing. Yeah, that's what an elf.
Forester.
It's a four.
There are a number of things.
So I know common and dwarven, and kobold and gnoll.
Okay.
Those are my two.
Okay.
Pages and the languages on this?
440.
Doug could be like your butler.
Yeah, I think he will become
Yeah.
my butler.
And of course, Leo now has the warhammer.
I'm sure Artemis, if no one else in the world knows the important role Doug played in this, Artemis knows.
Yeah.
He trusts him.
So I can purchase 1 piece of armor and 1 weapon manufactured with mithril at no additional cost.
Whoa.
That's nice.
He's like,
All you do is
Did
you
you
just say,
decide yet or
I'm
no?
an elf.
I
And they're
don't
like,
know what the class.
yes,
Yeah.
they acknowledge you.
Dwarf
You're
or-
awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't get to
For the
choose.
sake of balance, a cleric would be pretty good.
That's what I said to him, and he's a gravedigger.
You could become
Yeah.
the highest ranking cleric in the Tetragrammaton.
You gotta take the father's place, Father John.
Yeah, you're like
I've
this
got
man.
his money. I'll pay the price.
You could come into town and try to just humiliate him and
You
throw.
should. He
You
was
could.
wrong.
That would
He
be.
was wrong. You were the true prophet.
You're like
I'll like-
his money materialized in my hand. It's a sign. He is
said-
not a servant of the god.
He said we needed to be sacrificed. He tried to sacrifice the
We're
true
gonna
heroes.
sacrifice him.
He was gonna have the heroes bound and
Yeah.
killed.
Oh my god.
And this, the gravedigger is the guy who ran off.
Yeah.
No, I love the gravedigger becoming the cleric.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
It may have to come to pass.
We call him Beyond the Grave. Brandon Heat.
Well, if he's a ranger and he's a wizard, I need someone up there who's like able to hit things with me.
Cleric and dwarf.
Yeah.
Those are some good frontliners there.
That's
Yeah.
the combo.
Well, and cleric is kind of, you got a little bit of utility too.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. But whatever you want to do.
I don't even know. I assume there's not all that many available anyhow. So
Not
No.
not a ton, but
No, yeah.
they all have. What's nice is they all do have some fun caveats to them,
yeah.
like significant gameplay mechanical differences.
Cool.
I mean, it's a big power bump.
Yeah,
Going
even
from 0 to 1.
halflings. Well, I know that's not what Mang wanted to play here. They have some very cool mechanics with luck and other things.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they're a cool class.
Yep.
It's just not for art.
It's not what he wanted. Yep,
I didn't want to be a halfling, but I am.
he is. Yeah. Well, he's grown to his full height already. That's the thing.
Okay, by my understanding,
Yes,
I do learn 4 more languages.
that sounds right.
So common, halfling, and then 4 more random ones.
Yeah. Mert was looking at the table.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is fun.
If you want to, I can get to. I got the PDF.
I
now.
got it.
Well, I'm saying you
Ain't
can roll.
useless.
I learned language too.
Yep.
We're all learning languages.
So it's a D100. 4 times.
4 times. 25.
That
If it's the
is.
same, you get to reroll.
That was halfling.
All right.
Yeah.
Then you get to reroll.
No, that is elf.
Oh, okay. Hey, you'll be able to chat with Thomas if you need to have a
yeah.
private conversation.
While we're spider climbing.
With the thunder.
Yeah.
64.
It's 94.
Oh.
My goodness.
Eagle!
Eagle.
You gotta
Speak eagle.
get yourself a pet eagle ASAP.
Oh yeah.
ASAP. Yep.
1. Alignment
I have
tongue.
a patron too.
That's so old school. My God.
What?
Alignment tongue. So I speak lawful.
Lawful?
Hey,
Is that
if
like-
he's so basically, if he's like speaking to a magistrate or a priest or something, I might give him small considerations because he can really speak well to that alignment type.
And if there's any like creatures that are just inherently lawful, like an angel or
Yeah,
something.
he could make some primitive form of communication. Yes, yes.
Wow, very interesting.
And goblin.
Just for when you can interrogate one,
Yeah.
you'd be like, don't pretend you can be ignorant. I can know your tongue.
Thunderstruck.
Yep.
Okay, now I'll focus on picking my patron.
I wonder if he could do like a flashbang effect. He's in this tiny room and then
Yeah, just
spider
very
climbs
nice.
up.
I think so, yeah.
That might be beneficial.
It's cool.
Get you out of a scrape.
Suddenly thunder and lightning.
That's funny. I'll be right back.
I think I roll for spells. It says I know 3 spells.
Yeah, elves get magic.
Nice.
Where's that table?
That's chapter 5.
Yeah, there's a massive chapter.
Okay, so we have Bobug Boobles, Demon Lord of Amphibians. Sezrakon the Elder, the wickedest of sorcerers.
Wizard spells.
Ozzy Dahaka, Demon Lord of Storms and Waste. The King of Elfland, ruler of the Feylands beyond the Twilight. Or the Three Fates, who control the fate of all men and gods to see that the world reaches its destiny.
What is this that you're looking
Those are
for?
my patrons.
Oh my
Some
goodness.
like dark gods that I
You have
worship.
a bunch of patrons.
No, I can choose from one of those.
Oh.
I think maybe the
To
Three
be
Fates.
to be most generic, I might as well worship the King of Elfland.
Well, that's if you get the invoke patron.
Yeah, I do. It says for free.
Oh, you get it automatically.
3 known.
Then yeah,
plus
you should go
patron
with the King
bonus.
of Elfland. So you can invoke your patron to do some crazy shit. Like I can invoke the Three Fates to gain a plus 10 bonus to 5 checks. But the caster has no knowledge of when the bonuses will take effect. Patron Taint.
Patron tape, yeah.
I've gotten that before.
Oh my god. Patreon's paying off. Getting that tape.
Just popping off.
Just pop it off.
Do you just get your patron's spell? It says first level,
Yeah, let me double check.
or is that the result of invoke patron? No.
This is also the same brand as my luggage. I didn't know they made jackets.
I think it's a random roll when you randomly decide your magic. One of them, the result is patron spell, and then that lets you take the one. So Ziggy, I'm going
in
with
the wizard.
Yes.
table?
yeah, I'm going with the Three Fates,
Three Fates.
who control the fate of all men and gods to see that the world reaches its destiny.
Okay. I'm gonna picture like the 3 like Triforce fairies from Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
Well, they're cool. Just because there's 3 of them.
So when I invoke them, I roll on their like table,
Okay.
and depending on the result, it like gives me a bonus to future dice rolls, but I won't know which dice rolls will get the bonus.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when this is rolled,
You ignore results
okay.
above
Yeah,
26.
that's my question.
8.
Detect magic.
Not
That'll
bad.
be good. We'll be using that.
Yep. Always good to know if it's just a crazy widow or an actual witch. 20.
Read magic.
Wow. I hope those are actually distinct enough. Like, I might be inclined to give you
No
a reroll.
Choking cloud? No
Okay.
magic. I'll have to
Basically
read those.
anything
Alright.
but useful.
Yeah.
And I just wonder about that patron spell. It just says first level.
If you rolled a 26, you didn't roll a 26.
Ward 26 is ward portal. Oh no, 27 is patron spell.
Oh, 27, yeah.
Alright,
Yeah,
I see
you
what you're
can
saying.
open
Yep,
this.
that makes sense.
It's the PDF. Or a PDF. I don't know if it's the new book. Because that book's really huge. This one has... You can download
Has it been sent to?
I put it to Signal.
Look up those spells. I need to know what I can read.
Well, at least that way.
Yeah,
you
let's
can
find
read
out
it.
about that.
I did. That was what the beep was, so it might be a little bit.
My signal's connecting, I think.
It might take you a little bit.
So the patron will ask things in return for his service. These may be sacrifices, quests, or objects.
Oh my.
I don't think the fates will demand too many sacrifices.
Good man game.
Doesn't seem quite like that. I'll have to read up more on their. Yeah.
So I guess read match like can read magical text such as
Am I the
scrolls,
only
books,
one who
tomes,
uses the D3?
Probably.
inscriptions.
Yes.
Oh, so that's the perfect spot for it.
Yeah.
I've been sitting. Loading it up.
Invoking the aid of a
Yes.
patron is a
I mean,
highly
it's not
unpredictable
as
process.
great as the book, but at least you can be.
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna keep it going.
Yeah, I
Keep
mean,
it
as a
going.
human, you get to choose between thief, warrior, cleric, or wizard. Because he's already a wizard.
I get you.
I'm technically the warrior. He's technically
Oh.
thief-esque.
I'll do cleric. I'm fine with cleric.
Then roll a D8. I could just start to read it slowly to you.
Read it real
Read
slowly
it,
for him.
Where's human?
Well, human it doesn't. It just means that you can already go to. You can look at any of the what are actual classes.
Oh, I see.
Like
So this
halfling,
text,
dwarf, and elf
it
technically
doesn't
are
matter. This text is just really small on this page. Look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very tiny. It's like a dude.
super tiny.
You know, it's all people, I guess.
First time you cast
What
Invoke
page?
Patron,
What page cleric then, Mert?
Yeah.
the 1% chance your spell
I
casting
think
becomes
it's
tainted by the
pretty
patron.
Early
Ooh.
20.
Each subsequent casting, that chance increases by 1%.
Okay.
So, eventually,
It's
if you
the
keep
first- I think it's
invoking
the
it,
first
you will be
class.
tainted.
20 is incorrect, but there may be another page that it's
Then
on.
go forward another like 5 pages. I think it's the first class that shows that. After they.
Eventually, a spellcaster will
Choosing a
require all the
class.
signs of
Yeah.
taint.
This is 20. Here we go. So,
Well, I guess mine thinks.
oh
shorter.
my god.
So yeah, you get a D8.
I got it, Mert. Thank you.
We rolled good.
Where the hell did this?
I just spawned Mithril. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's the most important aspect.
And I'm a blacksmith.
I wonder if
But
that
are you
explains
a
it.
So I'm just-
blacksmith?
Choosing a god. It's like the god
Black
who wears
dwarf? Is
gold.
that what you're saying? Yeah, you have
I
to
mean,
select
are there black dwarves?
Yeah.
Did
Dark
you,
Iron
did you
Dwarves.
did you read this
Oh, yeah.
spell?
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to choose which side of the eternal struggle
Yeah,
you will be on.
I'm reading that. I'm trying to figure out where to find a god. 32.
Patron?
What the hell's Patron?
Yeah, I
Is
must
that
have
a
a.
god?
Give me a.
I don't
If
know.
you get the
Is that the king
PDF,
of Alpha
this
and stuff?
PDF is smaller than that one.
Yeah, I have the whole thing.
I know, it's cool.
What weapon killed the hound? It was the Warhammer, wasn't it?
It's a Warhammer.
Dude, that's special.
It's become permanently enchanted now.
Oh my gosh.
I thought he was gonna say like
It's
rendered useless,
Just,
like
just
corrupted.
shattered.
Just killed
Corrupted
a
or
magical
something.
beast.
Roll a d6.
gains powers.
That's how long before it explodes
I
in
don't
your
have a
hand.
D6, I have that. I guess I could double it, but that's not the same. 6.
So +2 versus chaos weapon. So
Yeah.
any
So if you
creature,
hit Gug, he
any
will
cre-
explode.
any creature with that tag, you get +2 versus attack and damage with that warhammer. It's quite good.
That is very good.
Cthulhu is a god I can worship.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will worship Amun Tor, god of mysteries and riddles.
Oh.
That's cool.
He is the new patron saint of whatever this time is.
Phil says, I will do the one that's chaos.
It's not chaos.
So chaos.
Leo's hammer shines brightly.
It's not chaos.
No.
There are chaotic ones.
Your alignment must match your gods, though.
Yes.
I had no alignment, so I guess I'm neutral now.
There you go.
So cantrip, I can
Cthulhu's a
create-
neutral god, by the way. He's not evil. Look at that.
Look at that. Makes sense.
I mean, none of the Lovecraftian gods are evil.
They're just
They just
Okay.
exist.
They are alien.
They're indifferent to humanity because it's just
Let me
like
try
what's
to-
humanity?
Train.
tend towards the philosophical neutral.
No. I'm just gonna save
Whoa.
myself some
That's
time.
what it says.
What?
That's what the thing says. Chaotic ones tend to belong to secret cults and strange sects.
X.
Lawful ones belong to organized
Sex.
religious groups. Neutral
Sex.
tend towards philosophical
Say-
affiliations.
Saying I'm doing sex
There
stuff.
may be
Matt?
druids who worship the oneness of nature or dark theosophists who research.
I'm gonna stop because no one's listening.
Yeah, no, I'm not listening.
Were you talking to us?
So, cantrip.
Listen
You know, you're rolling on this table.
Yeah. Wait, you roll randomly to determine what cantrip it is?
Right.
Oh my god!
So,
Damn.
Like, the lowest level thing is making just a visual effect.
Yeah.
And then above that, it's visual or auditory.
Okay.
And then above that, it's visual, auditory, or a kinetic effect.
Okay.
So it's like, if I want to make, like, a sound, but I don't roll high enough, it's like, oh, you can't.
Right, your magic fizzles.
So it's not like D&D cantrip.
No.
It's- yeah. But no matter what, it
This was back when
melts every vegetative thing.
D&D was real.
If only I could live in those times, man. What a magical era.
This was back when D&D was
Gary
real.
Gygax.
my
Gary Gygax's mindset.
Oh my lord.
Shit.
Wait.
Man. If only I could live,
Yeah,
live in
those were the days, man.
Is that a comment?
He said this is back in the day when D&D was real.
It was real.
It was real.
It's a living, breathing thing.
So the lowest effect for charm person just dazes
Are you,
somebody. But then a step up from there, they fall under my complete control, as if they were my friend.
That's quite nice.
Uh-oh, Phil.
I'm going to be
Just
using that all the
happened to
time.
you very quickly.
What are you gonna do? to
Especially
your
because
friend?
that has
If you
no
fail-
mercurial effect, so it's all good.
On a
That is
roll
nice.
20 personality modifier plus caster level, when you cast a spell, you may risk disapproval. Your
Yeah.
god,
Ooh,
you
disapproval.
preoccupied.
I know, if I use my power sinfully, then it's bad shit can happen.
Yeah,
You are sinful.
that's how
Spell check.
Paladin was when it first came to D&D. They could easily lose theirs if they
Luck
didn't.
modifier applies
Now,
to
was
all
that
spell checks.
after D&D became not real?
Yes.
Okay.
Action dice for attack rolls or spell check. What the hell's an action dice? Well, whatever. I'll look up all this shit later. How do I find out what my spells are? I've got 4 spells. in level 1.
It says what table it's on.
Let's see here.
Where it says magic.
Okay.
Magic.
It's noted on table 1. So it's
Yeah, I mean, I can see how many spells I have, but not which I have.
I'll find it. I don't know what page. I'll find where it is in the.
It doesn't really seem to have
I have to roll an 18 or higher for spider climb to actually, like, hang vertically and stuff.
Not really.
Below
'cause
that, it's just like a
it's
bonus to climb checks.
Okay.
Because you have to be like strong and shit, or something.
I don't know when I'm ever going to
Strong
use it, but we'll
and-
see. But I can move across spider webs.
Okay. So your perfect dungeon, you need to traverse the spider web bridge to
Yeah,
get
it's
there.
a spider
and then
nest.
it's full of plant monsters.
Oh
inside.
yeah, exactly.
That's your perfect.
That's the
dungeon.
perfect one.
Is this like a cleric and his twin?
I have
Could
no
be.
idea. That's
Derek.
weird. Cleric and Derek.
But I like that you can like
Nice.
you can find
Or
like
you-
spell
what
books
kind
in the
of weapon
world
you
in
can
order to
wield.
learn a specific spell.
Yeah.
My shovel. That's pretty cool.
Like a,
If you're determined to learn magic missile,
or a
you
mace
can-
type
fireball,
of thing, so that's
yeah.
what your guy
I don't know.
does.
I don't have any weapons, Bert. So I don't know.
Oh, you mean
Well,
like,
I have
Do you need to have,
I have
like,
weapon
a
training
spell
for all
slot
clerical
available,
weapons.
or
I
can you
think
just
it's
take
like
on a bonus?
you just
if
get to
you
buy one with no
have
additional
knowledge
cost.
of the spell,
Not that I've
But you
seen.
wanna learn
I mean,
when
look,
you get
if
into
weapons.
levels,
you'll be able
you
to
can
buy something.
specifically
Yeah.
take that instead
Right,
of rolling
as opposed
random.
to just like if you have all the spell books of the world, you just know every single spell. It doesn't quite work
No,
that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it shows
okay,
me what. So I can carry a
Yeah.
mace or a staff or a sword or a dagger. Magic. Cast spell. It just says. Cleric has access spells if God is known as table 1-5. It just says spells known by level 1. I know 1 level spell.
You only know
level
one spell.
One. I know 4 level 1 spells. I don't know what they are though.
That's a lot.
I have no idea what they
They're
are.
random.
Are
Yeah,
there
we're, yeah.
four in?
All spells
Okay.
are random.
Oh, Mert was
Oh,
trying to
rando.
give me some. Okay, well, where
I'm just trying to talk.
Where
He thinks
is
D&D is
Chapter
real.
five.
Chapter 5, thank you, Mert.
Dude, that was back
Chapter, let's see.
D&D.
Back in his day when it was real.
It was real.
If you want some good D&D,
You gotta go back to when it was
Real, dude.
Into magic. Okay, here
It's
we
like
go.
a Bill and Ted type thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm in chapter 5.
level 1 cleric spells are Blessing, Darkness,
That doesn't help
Detect
us.
Evil, Detect Magic, Holy Sanctuary, Paralysis, Protection from Evil, Resist Cold, Second
no
Sight.
one is listening to you.
We don't need to know this.
That does, it doesn't.
This page is. If
He's
I
not
had this,
picking
if I could tell them what page it was on, but they're not the same pages.
They're not the
Share
same page.
Spellburn.
You didn't
I see
share
for-
the
for-
PDF,
Keep
I'm
going,
in
keep
chapter
going. It's
five.
by the wizard chart.
but after it.
But after it.
Do you
When
do
it's
this
real.
real? This looks.
If you're not in the spell, you're not far enough.
It's
so
just
he knows 4,
Yes.
but when he casts, but you don't know 4. You know
I mean
random.
spells.
Oh, there you go.
Cleric spells.
He learns random one as well.
Oh, he has to randomly
not
roll
many.
a dice.
There are 11 spells
You get
here.
4 of them.
I get 4.
it's just so funny on
How
this
am I to do
table to see
D12s and
plasma
roll
rifle.
12?
Like on
Yeah,
this
that's
table.
not in the book anywhere. They
I
just
only
threw that in
are
there.
there 11? I only see 10.
I
There are
thought that was
11
pretty
here.
funny.
Cleric
Yeah.
spells with page number.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm just gonna roll a d12,
Okay.
and on 12 reroll. So here we go.
Or 12, he gets to choose.
Nah.
How about I just reroll? It's fine. Thank you, Murray.
Fucking plasma rifle. God would love to have
That's a
one
7.
of those.
7 is paralysis.
That seems pretty good.
I think you always get turn undead as cleric. Maybe.
I don't think that's a spell. I thought that was
It's
just
like a
quick
class
knowledge.
feature.
It's
Yeah.
a power.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He gets lay on hands, too.
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
He's a grave
On
digger.
my patron taint.
Yeah.
Patron
That's
taint.
Full name, patron taint.
Oh, to invoke a patron, the
4.
wizard must spell burn at least 1 point of an
Detect
ability
magic.
score.
Ooh.
God damn.
What's your dump stat to burn, Artemis?
Stamina.
Just slowly become weaker. You'll be like
Well,
you'll be
yeah,
like a
yeah.
lich by the end with a stamina of like
Oh,
3.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's
Yeah,
great.
too.
That's what they intend.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I speak eagle, so.
8,
Stop rolling 6, 7, and 8. Ah!
7. Well, I haven't gotten 6 yet.
I thought you did.
No, you were looking at this die. It was actually
Yeah,
11.
11.
Word of command.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a bad one. Ultimate bag effect.
The heck is this? Alright, well, anyhow. I think I've downloaded the thing so I can just look up all that extra shit. But
Did you get 4 spells?
I did.
What was the? Oh, detect magic.
Everybody loves detect magic.
Yeah,
I'm done with this book, I suppose. There's shit I don't know that I have or not, but anyhow.
So,
Gotta look and see what weapons I can get for
Oh,
So I still get to use
This
the
is a
the
massive,
shit,
this is a
crit
massive
table.
PDF for my.
Yep.
but I have,
Phil,
I have a
did you
D6
take
now.
you get a
Okay,
plus
that gives
0
you-
to reflex.
that
with
could
a
get
plus
you
1
lucky
to fort
strike.
and will.
Yep, it
Where you
Nice.
disarm your foe,
Oh, nice.
and you gain a free
I missed
attack if
that
you soups pick
until
up the
I went
weapon.
back.
Oh,
So that's if you get 6.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Is there any way to increase your stats?
leveling up.
Like getting more luck?
Yeah, is there a way to get more luck?
Yes. I think like it's related to your alignment.
Okay.
So if you do things really in tune with your alignment, the gods of that alignment are like, oh, okay, bless you.
Okay.
How about
Well, because my thing,
Yes,
one of
that
them
is-
has
yeah.
a thing that actually like is focused into luck. The dwarf does.
Yeah.
Like his actual thing is luck, but like it only boosts if you have luck, like modifier.
And the halfling class functions as like a luck battery that everybody can sort of seep
Oh,
off of
good.
because they regenerate it.
Oh.
But Artemis ain't got that shit.
Because you're not an actual halfling class.
Right.
Not an
So it
actual
says here on this table, reflex will +1. So I assume that means it just increases by.
Yes.
Yes,
It does.
Well, that works for me.
the equipment chapter is like 2 pages.
It's very basic.
It's when it was real.
All right.
Yeah.
And we all
Yeah,
set.
there's a lot on the DM and the players to
I
just
need to
come up
decide
with your map.
what mithril weapon I get.
Or is it? Oh, I thought it was armor.
Both.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
wow.
my shield
There's-
dash.
That's pretty sweet.
D14.
Might as well go for the whole
Yeah.
thing.
You can do.
I got all
Yeah,
the
I throw
unique
full-
ones.
So
Is
you
that
can do 2 actions.
this? No.
You can do 2 actions.
It
per
didn't
round.
Yeah, I
specify.
know.
Good. But can you use a warhammer and a shield at the same time?
That's what I wonder.
Probably not. I think Warhammer's strictly two-handed.
That's the question. I still have my normal hammer.
Warmal hammer? No.
Warhammer hammer.
Normal hammer.
Well, you know. You know.
Is the check penalty just for spells?
You guys see in the dark though? I can.
I can see it. I'm spider climber.
My personality modifies my spell shit?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, I mean it does, but not your personality.
Yes, it does. Are you?
No,
are
yours.
You, are you high?
Gravediggers it does, but not yours, Phil.
Well, since I can't spell.
What is your
since D&D isn't in real
Oh,
life, Merc, and I don't cast
Not
spells
anymore.
and spell.
Not
Not
really.
anymore.
It used to be.
Then it does in the only context that matters. I can't.
Let's see what you guys did then. Was equipment right after all
So
the
was it weird
classes?
shit with spells just because you're a wizard? They had like your weird like thunderclap and all
Mercurial magic? No, it's for every spell.
that. Do I need that too?
Everybody needs that.
Well,
It's a D100.
For what, Maker?
For every spell rolls on the mercurial table.
Yeah.
It happens to you?
No, not right now. When you cast it every time.
No, it's defined when you get the spell.
Oh.
And it's modified by your luck.
my luck has no modifier right now.
Okay.
Well,
What'd you get?
65.
That is.
He's just gonna give her all.
Oh,
For each of them.
fine.
He's got a plan. He knows what he's doing.
Alright, what's 65?
Casting circle. Spells power. Actually, I don't know if this is for cleric or not.
Yeah, I wonder.
All
I don't
these
have
seem
what-
to be sort of
I don't think they can.
leaning towards wizardy.
Yeah, like non-religious.
I think Cleric might have its own table.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. You need to roll
What do you want from me?
Zing.
What number?
D100s for your spells.
So Sean.
Yeah. You talking dwarf stuff?
Well, yes.
You
and
talking
no.
dwarf
You
stuff?
gave me the masterwork warhammer. I assume that was
86.
Oof. What's your luck
what
on?
you call it. House
Minus
rules,
2.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
-2.
Because the normal warhammer only
So then
does
it's minus
1d6.
20.
You gave me one that does 1d8.
So 60.
I think
No, I
1d6
swear, I saw on the. I'll show you on the equipment
Oh,
table
God.
We'll have to
when
look.
we're done.
Each
Which
time
is-
the spell
because
is
in my
cast,
older version
Which
here
one?
it says 1d6,
whatever one you just rolled for.
Yeah,
which makes it sound
Detect
more like
magic,
a one-hand
probably.
weapon.
That's the first one.
All right.
The two-handed sword is a 1d10.
One random item within 20 feet is turned to lead, and another is turned to gold.
And that's gonna be your
What,
armor.
what range?
20 feet.
Random 20 feet.
Just gotta get in a.
Turns to
gotta-
lead.
Yeah, and
One
another
to
is turned to
gold.
gold.
You just
Okay, I'm
gotta-
never going to detect
Bag
magic.
effect.
The gold object is worth twice its normal cost, or 1 gold piece, whichever is more.
So
That's
you-
nice.
you
We
just
could
gotta-
like
Actually,
really
that's-
game
that's
this.
You gotta
actually- yeah.
Get you naked in a
We need
blank
to get
room.
like a lot of like
Yes.
apples or something,
Yes.
like something cheap, and just
Oh.
gold it up.
Or just
That's actually
We
incredible.
can
But
destabilize
that's
an
only
economy.
one. That's only 1 gold per apple.
So, how much do you think an apple costs?
No,
bushel?
you're right. That's a good idea.
Get a bushel.
You buy a bushel.
I've
for
got
a
a 4-pound sack of apples.
Perfect. That's going to be 20 gold apples.
Oh, yeah.
20 gold pieces.
It's amazing.
All right. We can do that forever.
How
Yeah.
much money did you get?
Man, if
Phil,
you have any
from
money,
your roll?
it's done.
30 gold.
Money's
Oh.
money's done.
Money is done.
D&D's becoming real.
Becoming real.
That's a miracle, man.
Alright, next
one.
Back
77.
when D&D was real.
57.
57. That is nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
It's okay.
There's a big range of just nothing.
23.
Ooh,
3.
3. Oh, that's a bad one. What spell was this?
Choking cloud.
Oh no.
Soul dedication. In order to cast the spell, the wizard must either dedicate the soul of the target to his patron, or the soul of a creature with hit dice equal to that of the target.
But it's like an area effect.
Oh,
I don't know, man. It's probably... I don't know. If the caster fails to claim the soul for his patron, the spell cannot be recast until the patron is appeased.
What does it mean to claim?
Like, do you have to be the one that does the kill?
Think, yeah.
Like he has to be killed?
You have to score.
I
the
think,
kill.
yeah.
Not me personally.
Oh yeah, maybe
Do I?
not. Probably not.
I just need to send him to hell.
I don't know. That's up to Ziggy, I guess.
Who are you sending to hell?
I'll
The target
reread it.
of my
In order to cast the spell, the wizard must either dedicate the soul of the target to his patron, or the soul of a creature with hit dice equal to that of the target.
Yep, you just have to be content with that knowledge.
If the caster fails to claim the soul for his patron, the spell cannot be recast until the patron is appeased.
Yep, so you'll have to make penance if you're unable to one-shot the target with that spell that you're claiming.
So you're gonna want to use
Well,
it
you'd
when
have.
you finish
It's a
him off.
finisher. It's a finisher. You can't use it if you're not sure that it's gonna. Or yeah.
Do you think Invoke Patron also has mercurial magic?
I mean, the patron itself seems to have enough
Yeah.
strings attached where
But
it's like.
isn't it something you automatically get?
Well, it is randomly rolled. I didn't get it automatically.
Oh my god. That seems like a really weird thing to have added to it, though.
It's weird added to every
this
spell,
is
so
true.
I don't know.
Every time I roll to do, every time I try to do a spell, I have like unlimited spells, but I have a minus modifier.
Yeah.
For the spell
It gets
slot.
harder
It gets
for you
harder
to-
to keep casting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my god will start hating me if like
Yeah, I mean, your god already hates you, so
if
don't
I
worry
start
about
failing
that.
on him.
Because you're his representative.
Yeah.
By
There's a-
if you
There's a disapproval table if
Yes.
I roll.
God,
Oh, yeah.
God disapproves of you, Phil.
Do you know what, how,
And
AC,
D&D is real.
how AC works with
So.
armor and agility? Because the check
Yep.
penalty doesn't say it subtracts. It doesn't say anything about AC with the check
so
penalty.
agility will only help your AC if you're wearing something that is of the class below. Like, so if you're wearing plate, I know agility isn't helping your AC. It's just looking up on the table where the cutoffs are. Like, I think leather armor might be the last one you can wear.
So like
Without
here's,
incurring some sort
here's the
of.
table.
Oh yeah, so let's
Doesn't
see.
say anything.
Okay, so that's for spells, right? The check penalty.
And for like skills, like swim, thievery.
Yeah, let me take a look at this book quick.
I can
It's
do.
a blackjack.
It's like,
That's
like
like
a club,
A bag of
Yeah.
like a
pennies.
small club,
Ah.
a bag of nickels.
Big apple, sack apples.
Yeah.
Okay, so check penalty applies
I
to
can
lead
climb,
apples,
jump,
that's
balance,
what
swim, move silently, and other
sacrifice
physical
things in order
activities.
to decrease my spell penalty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
One spell penalty point bonus
Terrible.
or not
So
canceled. for every
clerics-
50 gold pieces.
Clerics are not affected by armor check penalties for spells.
Oh, very nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Also, armor manufactured from mithril, adamantine, or other materials is not containing iron may reduce spell check penalties. So if you're wearing mithril plate, if you got your hands on that somehow, it wouldn't be nearly as bad of a penalty.
He
Does it quantify that?
makes mithril, doesn't he?
I don't know.
Quantify?
These
Oh,
are weird.
I would
It's weird and
say
foreign to me.
it would cut it in half.
Okay.
Cut the penalty in half. So
It doesn't say anything about agility and AC.
yeah, no, I'm gonna check that.
It's tempting
To
to
be
take the
true.
mithril full plate.
Well, you still
I mean, I get to
Get it.
spell burn, so that's nice.
Is this from the Spider Verse?
No, it's from Black Panther.
Oh, okay. It's like I knew I heard it somewhat recently.
You confused one black movie with another one.
No, I'm confusing Oscar-winning movies. You know?
That's true.
Hey, did Black Panther win?
It won a
3.
few. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did it win? Best Picture.
No, it did not. Dude,
People
You
are
would've-
upset about that.
you would have heard about that by now if it.
It won like best costume design and best set design,
Spider
best
Verse
soundtrack, I think.
best animated.
Yeah.
What
Which
won?
I mean,
yeah,
come
that's really
on.
good.
Yeah.
Well, truthfully, usually most years it's like a Pixar movie.
It's usually Disney. And
So.
this was like the first year since 2006.
Did Disney even have any movies this year?
They have movies every year.
Yeah, Incredibles 2. which is good, but I don't think it was
No
Spider-Verse.
What was the best picture? Was it anything heard of?
Green Book, yeah.
That's some
Dude,
Get.
it's him.
Whoa!
Look at him. You tell him.
Look,
Vigo, you tell Vigo.
Look at
He
him.
was in it.
He's
Yeah.
it's his movie. It's his movie.
his
He produced
Actually,
it, or
cool.
he
I
was
never
in
saw
it?
it. Did you see the
He's
movie?
in it. Green Book?
Okay.
No. God, no.
Here's the great thing
That was
about
like
DCC.
Mushala Ali or whatever.
You
his name
always-
Shala, is that his name?
Doesn't
Is that
matter
his
what
book?
kind of armor you're wearing, your agility mod always impacts your armor class, unless you're in a very specific situation.
plate.
No, if you are balancing on a pillar, climbing a wall, bound in rope, or otherwise constrained, you don't receive your agility bonuses. But you can wear plate mail and still receive
That's
a bonus from
incredible.
your agility modifier.
Now, does this seem right that an elf is supposed to be able to get mithril full plate at level 1 at
Well,
no additional
Lord of
cost?
the Rings.
Well,
they
you do
use-
know that that's going to cost 1,200 gold.
1,200.
You pay for what it costs, but you get it forged in mithril as a bonus.
Okay.
So it
But
does,
you
you
have
don't
to
just
pay
get
for
it.
the
You don't
initial.
just get it for free. You can buy an armor at normal cost, but
Right.
in mithril.
I mean, Phil got a boon of 30 gold.
Yeah.
Can I see
Since I'm
the
gonna need that gold, Phil.
Thomas? Can I see the?
Hold on. Go to weapons quick.
You'll have to
That's
pry
right.
it out of my
What
jet
does
hands.
Warhammer say for damage? Say at the bottom.
1d8.
Can I see it?
No.
No. Really, can I see it? I don't need the damage thing. I need the other.
Thomas is
Thomas
confiscated.
is-
No one is listening to you.
No, I
Give me the
It's
PDF.
gonna take me forever.
No, this is all I need to know.
No, I mean it's gonna take me forever to afford even chainmail.
But Sean,
Well, with the gold apples.
then we're
Actually,
gonna,
you're right. That's
You
actually
were
a
right.
really
But
big.
you'll have to
benefit.
keep that in the bank, Thomas, that you get that boon once, right?
I guess so.
As an
Yeah.
elf, when you'll make
One
your
weapon
you'll,
and one armor.
You'll declare your name as Ralph or what? Sorry, Donnie.
Finn.
Finn. Yeah, Finn the elf.
Elf Finn.
it is a one-handed weapon.
As a D8,
Yes.
that's incredible.
It has a star. Two-handed weapons are two-handed swords, short bow, pole arm, long bow, and crossbow, and
Okay.
battle axe.
All right,
So I can get a shield.
you can get a shield. You
Oh
are gonna be a
yeah,
beast.
Warhammer shield, man. So that'll be
So
my.
the best I can wear is padded without taking a penalty.
Yep.
I'm not sure that clerics have a mercurial magic effect.
I know that's what we
they
don't think they do.
don't.
Yeah.
We all set?
Almost. I need to figure out what I'm proficient with.
Yeah, probably bows and daggers.
We gotta run a train on this town now.
Oh yeah, we gotta
Level
take.
one.
We gotta
I
take
have to go
Father
home
Diaco.
Oh yeah, take what we want,
How much?
give nothing
See, here's
back.
the perk. I'm going home now,
Oh, so your money.
but Phil has 30 gold,
Oh.
and I only have 12.
You don't know.
Sean, how much do
know
you think
how
a
much
shield
gold
costs?
I can
I can look.
tell you, but yeah, it's
A shield is
10
gold.
silver.
gold.
Can everyone wear all armor?
It's 100 silver to 1 gold.
It doesn't seem to specify. Like
I think you can put it on.
It's 10
How
silver.
much
Silver,
benefit it
one
is
gold.
to you
So 1
depends
gold?
on
Yeah.
your.
So I have 1 gold. You said
Okay.
it was 10 gold.
Yes, that's
Phil,
what I said.
Can you borrow me some money?
Phil's really got to finance. Well, no, we've got the Apple thing.
Yeah,
It's-
the
I mean,
Apple
money is no problem.
Yeah.
We're millionaires.
money's not an issue.
It's not an issue.
Money is no longer an issue.
We're all gonna be in full plate armor, 1,200 gold.
This
We're
is
gonna
just
roll
Star
out
of the
here on,
Borders.
We're gonna have
got
power armor,
power-
just like stars.
We're gonna ride out of here on what's the most expensive vehicle like this town can provide.
A carriage.
Horse and carriage.
We're gonna have a horse and a carriage.
Oh
before
yeah,
we leave
oh
here.
yeah. We're gonna be living like kings.
Thomas,
every
you're
horse
getting
in the
your
town.
pony back, and I'm getting
yeah.
my cow.
We're gonna decorate the entire thing with
Did you want
golden
this for
apples.
something?
It's gonna be insane.
You were desiring this before.
I'm good. That's all I need to know. I got it.
Then I desire it. If no one else desires it, I desire it.
I mean, I have. The dwarf has a ton of little like underground. I'm not gonna write that down.
20 arrows is 5 gold. That's
they're
insane.
expensive. They're really expensive.
What's that, like 50 apples?
5 apples.
5 apples.
Yeah, because it can
5
never.
apples.
It's
5
never worth
Nothing.
less than 1 gold.
Right. It's amazing.
It's incredible.
You could have like peas, like a golden pea. It's worth a gold. Like
Make it like.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
Oh, but how many times a day can you cast a spell?
Until you lose it.
What does that mean?
If you roll low, you lose it.
Forever?
For the day.
No, for the day.
Oh.
But I mean, we can just live here like kings
Yeah,
for months.
That's pretty good.
We belong here.
Do I know about this? Do I know like the full effects
Sean,
of this?
do you have any
How could you
assumption
not?
of us like getting into combat, going back into the city now?
It could happen. It depends
Depending
how
on what you
pushy the new heroes are.
I'm a little worried me leaving. All my characters here. You got my information.
They're all dead.
Feel
If
bad
we
about.
did get into a fight, you go to the front.
I mean, they could. Well,
My guy
I was
is the
gonna
front
say,
fighter. He
They
is
could
that
go.
guy.
Yeah.
They could go to the inn. The Wolf Spear.
We're gonna own that inn. We're gonna own this
We're
town.
We're gonna own that shit.
The church is gonna be rededicated.
I mean,
Yeah.
Merc, none of your guys will be dead when you come
That's
back.
the
Don't
whole
worry.
plot.
Yeah.
That's don't worry
Mainly
about
the guy that I made a level 1, I'm hoping doesn't die.
it. No.
Yeah. If the father just peacefully gets on his knees,
Yeah.
pledges
Starts-
allegiance,
Accepts
Start
his
sucking.
fate.
Just admits to what he was.
a liar.
A liar. I guess, Sean, there's a question.
There
one
is a question. There's
Yeah.
alright.
Was it real when the father was young?
Wait, what?
Say that again.
No.
It was real? What are you saying? What did
Would-
you say?
Would
Was it real when the
Leo's new
father?
Warhammer
Yeah.
consider the father chaos?
What?
Oh, you just walk into town. Your mace hand is twitching.
It's gotta alert him somehow that chaos is there, right?
What
Yeah.
is this madness?
That's the thing. I need to see if
What did you say about real?
it said +1 or 2
Young.
chaos
What about
versus
young?
chaos.
Yeah, you
I'm
just-
assuming chaos is a creature type.
It is.
When
it
the
is.
hammer was
Oh,
young, when
God.
the father was young.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
real back then.
I think chaos is like
Yeah, demons,
Yeah.
things from like other realms. Yeah, absolutely.
Gug.
Yeah. Gug could become
Yeah.
chaos if he gets high enough
I
corruption.
mean, he
evil
has
alignment
chaos.
does
he
not.
does?
Well, yeah, 'cause you can pick your alignment.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's for chaos alignments.
Yeah.
That's right.
Then he could be chaos.
Probably.
Father.
He was making
Jacob.
quite a bit of
You
chaos.
stay away from Doug. He's
No.
under Artemis' protection.
Chaos and moral panic are not necessarily the same.
That's the
Yeah. Yeah.
Is chaos above? Like, how does that rank
I
in
mean,
the alignment?
Father Biakam would
There's no
consider
mean.
himself.
What?
Oh, there is no.
I mean,
evil.
they're not prioritized.
Lawful, neutral, chaos.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the
chaos
system.
Is okay. All right.
Actually, is March 16th a hard date?
For
Kind of.
Oh,
Kind of was. yeah.
doesn't need to be.
Kind of is for
Do you
the
have a
rest
gig?
of us.
Alright.
Do you have a
I
gig?
can't. Yeah, I got a show that night.
Okay.
If it's afternoon, I don't remember what time it was. I could do it like afternoon.
Well, that's what it was, right?
Typically, it's
Isn't that what we
afternoon.
did last time?
Noon or 1 o'clock.
I thought it was real early.
Alright.
I was angry.
I mean, I don't. I can do the earlier.
But didn't
the
Gyro make enchiladas? The last one.
No. Yes.
I know she did for one of them.
That's
I
what
know
I
we
like.
did a TI that was early and I was upset.
Okay.
I remember that. But
Like 11 o'clock early.
yeah,
I could do that.
That was probably when she
Well,
made lunch then. Yeah.
If we did like noon, that'd be fine. Noon or maybe.
I'm fine with
a
that.
nooner.
Well, you're usually up by then, aren't you?
I get up at noon. Yes,
Oh, you have to get up at 11:30.
that's not how that works at all.
You have to get up at 11.
I have to get up at 11:30.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that works better for me personally. So
All right. We'll talk about it more.
yeah. Well, mainly it's more locked because my wife took off made sure
Took off.
to keep that one not on call day.
Okay. Nah, we'll make it work.
Phil already practiced for that day.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, like 4 times since we played
See?
Whoa!
that. And I've
Whoa!
lost all but one
We
match.
lost all
Oh
but
my
one.
God.
Slaying some killers.
Yeah.
Alright. I will see you guys later.
We're okay. Say goodbye to your Warhammer.
That's gonna be turned to light.
Use that to make sure we get a golden apple.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna put that in a room with Me and an apple.
It's like, well, Mert, it loses its bonus. And it has an attack penalty, but if you hit with it, you get a slight damage bonus. It's really
It's hard.
heavy.
That's not bad.
It's hard.
God, that would be so heavy. Just solid
Just
lead.
dropping lead and you just make
Even the
heavy
handle is
projectiles.
just pure
Yeah.
lead.
I feel like that would be worth something.
And
Maybe.
go-
Yeah, it wouldn't be a total loss.
Yeah.
There you go. So, you know, at least your tears still work.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what they.
Seriously?
That was
Okay.
Alright, later guys.
Yep, see ya.
And now
Okay, Nathan the Younger rides up on his horse. You did it! You slew the hound! The widow's magic worked! Outstanding. I will bear witness to your heroic deed, for surely you intend to inform the townsfolk that you have slain the beast.
Oh yeah.
We're
heroes.
Foreman.
He says, nothing left but a withered skeleton. Although the skull will prove a worthy trophy, no doubt.
I think we want to take all of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Why
however
not?
much you want to grab, it's fine.
Stuff it in a sack.
Yeah.
stuff what in the sack? The bones.
The bones of the
Yeah.
hound.
Where's Samuel
I
and
want a necklace, finger bone
Yeah,
or something.
that's cool.
God, we need proof.
Plenty of proof.
Yep, the shackles are gone now. They withered away after
Who's got a
doing
bag?
the job.
Just got a bag. We
I
can
got
carry
a
him.
You guys all have money to
Oh,
buy
those
bags.
apples are
soon
We
enough.
should just carry him as a procession. Be more
Yeah.
epic than summoning him in a bag.
He says, we will see that funeral rites are carried out for this one. And he gestures over to Sloopy.
See, he wasn't the only one that died.
No, dog
Dog
died
died.
too.
Yeah.
And this one as well. You may recover any possessions from those characters as you wish. Nothing will.
Apples.
Yeah.
2 coppers. And
There's a spyglass, isn't there?
Oh yeah. Artemis is
Actually,
like that.
I do need a luck roll from Mang. There's a chance the spyglass was destroyed. It's DC 5.
15.
Okay, it is intact.
It is eternal.
Yep.
I got a pony collar, whatever signifies ownership in the world when D&D was real.
Okay.
Alright. So you return to town.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Nathan himself orders the gates to be opened, breaking the Jarl's prohibition of the gates being closed beyond dusk, as he proclaims that the adventurers have slain the hound, and he has borne witness. At this, his 2 night watchmen, we've got Mokkel and Naven, come down and open the gates, and the Jarl and his thanes seem to have been discussing things with Father Biakum in the town square when they all kind of turn to regard the adventurers striding into town. I see that my instructions served us well, Father Biakum says. And it looks like only 2 were required as he sees the bodies being brought in. Justicia is good.
Just toss its skull on the ground.
On the contrary, Father Biakum, if you had your way, we would have all been bound and killed. But we were the heroes, and you would have killed us.
Well, surely the wolf perished upon eating the necessary number of sacrifices.
Perished upon bashing its skull in with a warhammer.
Yeah, and Mert's mute guy just
Yeah.
lifts up the hammer. Well, Justicia saw to equip you, and I am glad of it. Now I shall be returning to my chapel.
He's going down the well.
Do you lay claim
Lay claim.
to his church?
The Jarl.
I point out to him and I say, Father Biakum.
Yes.
Someone's going in the well.
We slew this beast through holy intervention of the god Amantur. Now grovel, and I cast a word of command.
Oh! Okay.
Man.
All right, nice. I like that.
The town is gonna watch him.
Okay, so let's do this spell rolling.
His silent brothers
Okay,
can't
so-
say anything.
That's great. No,
It's a
it
D20 plus my
person.
personality mod, which is -1.
Okay,
Plus my caster mod, which is 1, so it's a D20.
so it balances out.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So I need at least 12 to be of any good use, but
Alright.
I meant, oh shit.
Failure.
That slipped out of your hand. Let's see what
Okay.
would have happened. It's your very first cast.
17.
No, they'll just take that.
Like,
I don't have the heart.
Your
I
god's
don't-
just like, nah.
I mean, I
just
could-
from the very beginning.
You
Try
don't
again.
support this claim.
Okay, so let's treat 17 as the roll.
Okay, so 17. So let me see here. He speaks a single word, describes an act.
Bravo.
Is that your total?
Yeah. The word must be spoken in direction of the single sentient. Yep. That target. Oh, he receives a will save to resist.
Okay. I wonder what that's against. Your roll?
Yeah. So.
Alright, he
wait.
fails.
All right. So.
Against your roll, he failed.
All right. Command is interpreted. Wow, it failed. It must be is for the next round. Okay, so for the command is interpreted by the creature's natural thought process. E.g., issuing an attack command to a herbivore might have just different response than to a carnivore. The word of command cannot be longer in length than a single word. Must be subject to interpretation. Command is completely contrary to the creature's natural instinct. It receives a second will save at +4 to resist. For example, commanding a desert lizard to swim or any command of suicide.
Mm-hmm.
What is your word?
Grovel.
Grovel.
Oh,
And so for 17, it must obey the command for 1d6 rounds.
plus your character level. Cleric level.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Which is 1.
What book are you looking at?
I mean, look at the
Probably the same bad book that Mert was looking at.
Must obey a command for number rounds equal 1d6 plus CL.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is a shit
that
PDF that
different?
Mert found.
It's real.
Well, that was the one that telling him that a
Oh.
Warhammer was a D6.
Well, it's
That's
just gonna be
enough.
2.
That's good enough
Yeah.
for a nice long gesture.
Two
12.
rounds of
That's 12
groveling.
seconds of groveling.
That's good enough. People will see.
People witness.
Foster's
After 12 excruciating seconds. Or no, it's 10 seconds. I think round's 10 seconds in DCC.
Ooh. 20.
Let me double check.
Could be true.
Yeah.
Just
Combat
made him
round.
your bitch. I mean, I could charm him, and he'd be my friend.
10 seconds, yep. Alright, 20 seconds.
I
He
can
grovels.
To left.
You hear him like,
It's only objects.
Awkward
Yeah.
groveling.
his face is beet red by the time he wills himself up. His silent brothers are just looking at him.
Oh shoot! It was also accompanied by.
Thundering
Yeah,
heavens.
We'll see what it is.
1d4 manifestation.
Oh shit!
God, just learn to roll, man.
He's so excited.
Everything's just a drop per hour.
4. Okay, so
Words appear in the sky.
in fiery letters before disappearing in the
shit. What do
sky.
they
So
say?
the word grovel.
Grovel.
Okay.
Oh my god. That's a sign
Holy
from
fuck!
whatever you worship.
Bitch!
What do you worship? Law or something?
I worship. He's a god of mysteries and riddles.
That's a riddle.
Well, he is utterly cowed, and you see most of the townsfolk now hold you in
Oh my god!
equal or higher esteem than the proud father, and he still looks like he's going to try and retreat inside his chapel. The Jarl and his Thanes just are standing by. They're not going to involve themselves in this. Well, we must prepare a hero's reward for these brave warriors, and everyone cheers at that. And the Jarl says, "Allow me the honor of feasting you all in the hall tonight."
Sure.
Okay. So, you will be given honors at the feast hall for those of you who wish to attend.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Does this include our extras?
Yeah. You're all considered having part in slaying the wolf.
The guild beggar
Yep.
is now a guild member.
Yeah.
For
Okay. So you guys enter Meadhold. That evening you will have plentiful mead, fine like meat, and lodging so that you can just go to sleep inside the hall. So don't worry about paying for anything. It's the least the Jarl can do, he assures you. And that he bids that you bring as much blessing with your presence as you did to their humble village. And that he apologizes that I misjudged you all greatly, but I am in serious gratitude that you have found a way to deal with this problem. I was unfortunately too trusting in the Father's methods, but you have done a hero's deed, and he again honors you all highly at the table.
I would speak with you privately, Jarl.
Of course.
To kill the witch you made.
That's right.
Okay. Again, he chooses the scribe's office as the place of private meeting. He no longer has any attendance with him. He speaks with you privately. He no longer needs... You could attempt to.
But we'll see what he says.
Okay.
Now there's the other matter. Your favor to me.
He bites his lower lip. Yes, I am a man of my word. However, I would ask that you go through the honors of the ceremony at least first. You do not need to go so far as consummating your wedding night and dwelling with the hag. However, I am fearful of any curse that she may place upon the town if she does not go through with her ceremony.
Very well. I will convince the witch that we are to be wed near the funeral pyre at midnight.
Oh my god.
At the culmination of the ceremony, you and your men will ambush her and slay her.
Toss her in the fire.
2 for 1.
He says, if you are able to coax her from her hut, then we can abide by this plan. Yes.
Good. Good. Okay.
Okay. Do all of you enjoy the hospitality of the mead hall that night?
The meat hole?
Mead hall. So like the beverage and then HOLD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Meat hole.
Meat hole.
Mead hole.
Meat
Yeah.
hole.
Meat
Yeah.
hole.
I thought it was meat hole.
You want the joke.
My grand hall, the meat hole.
All right.
Johnson.
The Jarl's advisor. Jarl's advisor.
Meat hole.
Meat hole.
The Jarl's
Yeah, that's the
advisor.
next one.
Silaru. Who has the skull of the wolf right now?
Never specified.
We never specified.
Okay, you can designate any of you.
You want it?
I don't want
Sure.
I'll take this one.
What's
Okay,
your
Tom.
Someone
official?
challenge me
What's
for
your
it?
official class now, Tom?
Elf.
Just
It's old school, man. Back when it was real.
Back when the D&D was real.
Lord of the Rings. All the elves did the same thing.
Okay. He says to you that if you're so willing, he would like to offer you a gold price for the skull so that it may be mounted in the mead hold as a sign of the victory over the wolf in their dark year.
Yes, that seems fitting.
Okay. You may roll 4d6 times. This is what he will offer you in gold pieces. That's a good start. 7.
Do we need gold pieces?
10
total?
Yep. Alright, so I'll offer you 10 gold pieces for the skull of the wolf.
Fair price for a fair deal.
You accept?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll get us started on the apple.
Yep. He is most pleased with this. Has some servants carry away the skull for it to be processed, and he tenders you the payment.
God.
All right. You still have the body, because I think you took the whole skeleton.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So that'd be like rib cage, tail, legs, arm. Okay. And And then Phil, roll a d8.
Summon your characters down.
4.
All right. That's interesting. Yeah, so
He's
that
gonna have
each
three.
of your level 1 characters has the opportunity to spend a night with a wench from town.
Each of his level 1?
No, all of you guys get a chance, and then one other of the level 0s gets a chance to spend a.
Oh, I think Artemis is gonna have to pass.
Would he defer it to Gug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I feel like I would get smited by the witch or something.
Sure.
She
Yep.
would- she would
For
know.
for being unfaithful
She
to
would
the.
know.
Okay.
If one of the level 0s gets to, I'd like the beggar. He's probably excited.
He doesn't get this chance. None of them are like anywhere near the Hague level. Like they're fairly attractive young. Okay, so do you all accept? I've got Gug, the beggar, the cleric.
Sure.
Okay,
The
Man of God.
and then one of your other level 0s can have the chance.
This is the new church.
Yeah.
There's new rules. There's no rules.
I'll have my wheat farmer.
Okay. Then
Farm
all of those
something
characters roll a d100.
Oh.
What does
This
he
is
do?
just Ziggy created.
clap.
This is
That's
this is
42.
37 and 74.
okay.
45.
Okay. 37 and 45, you both have a good time, but nothing else needs to be said. We got 74.
My wheat farmer.
Okay. I will just make a note.
You are heavily diseased.
Every possible to be.
All at once.
Roll a d6 for the wheat farmer.
Big flood.
1.
He's dead.
Alright, and then there was one other roll.
In a fiery explosion. I had a 42.
42. Is that for Gug?
That is good.
Gug gets a rash, but apart from that, nothing. It just goes away.
45 was.
Like that one.
He's going to be spreading that rash.
Oh my god.
Chaos, baby!
What? Is it chaotic?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Okay, next day. None of you are. Even if any of you are hungover, you don't have any pressing engagements, so that it can just go away on its own time. So.
Okay.
There's only one engagement.
Although the widow will be expecting
Yeah,
Artemis.
he'll
to
be
show up,
going
so.
over.
No, I'll be making an engagement later. With their church.
So we'll have Artemis handle this section.
Sure.
Are you gonna have your retainer Gug come with you, or just go
No,
privately?
no, he doesn't know.
Would you give me your apples?
Would you give me your apples?
I mean, I'll buy them from you for like a couple
Gug's-
copper.
Why?
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 Think of it as an investment.
Well, we're a group. Like, why do you need to buy my apples?
He's not even asking to buy him. He's just telling you to
I
give
offered
him
to
him.
buy them.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
Gug will
If
go with
necessary.
you when you're doing your magic
Oh,
stuff.
alright. We'll do that later.
Yeah.
Except for there's two of us. We
And
both
those
have to be
apples,
naked.
those apples are getting quite overripe.
No, I can
They'll
just
get-
be 20 feet away.
Okay.
They will get mushy soon.
But they won't be mushy when they're gold.
Right, but I'm just saying your window for some of those apples will eventually close.
Pack some dirt balls.
Because you had a fresh bag of apples at the start of the session, but there's been a few 3-day cycles since then. So
Yeah.
Soft,
They'll
Soft,
be gold
yeah.
soon.
soft body apples.
That's like weeks old.
Now, what if we take a bushel?
Apples?
Half of them become lead, half of them become gold. And then we take all the lead ones and go again.
Just keep
The
going.
lead would become gold.
The rules are unclear.
I mean, it says one becomes lead, one becomes gold.
Can lead
Even if you
become
take a lead object, it's going to become gold. So
But-
eventually we'd get down to only one that's just a dud.
Yeah.
And we could just put like a stick in there or something and make that gold.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's a perfect plan. We're going to become the Warren Buffetts of D&D back when it was real.
Back when it was real.
That's how he made his money, I think.
Back in D&D when it was real.
He did this. Okay. Artemis will return a smile on his face.
Okay. What clothes are you dressed in?
What clothes
Not
do you
too
have?
fancy stuff, no. Yeah, I mean, I was a trader, so it's not...
Oh, trader, that's...
It's not like rags.
No, no. Okay.
What are you doing?
I want water bottles on the table, not under the table. I want to know what's going on. No.
He's just securing all the agates.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Okay, you reach the door.
Yeah.
She says, you hear a voice call through the doorway. Is that my husband-to-be?
It is.
You have returned. You have not fled town.
I was victorious.
And you have you've come to make good on your word.
I've come to discuss it, yes.
Discuss.
Well,
So
is
this is
the official here already?
She says, you only need to step through.
Whoa.
And you'll be mine.
If this marriage isn't official in the eyes of the Jarl, we're gonna have trouble.
You hear the Jarl's voice come through the...
Oh my
come through the audio. He says, all is ready.
You're gonna be trapped in here
I'm
forever.
gonna use cantrip. So if she's got any vegetative matter in there, it's gonna get fucked.
You might have some herbs.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn all her herbs for fucking with me.
She might interpret this as an attack.
I don't give a shit what she thinks. Okay, so the vegetative thing definitely happens no matter what.
Okay.
I think I failed on the cantrip because I got
Okay.
a 10.
How does one fail?
You don't roll, I know.
Can you use that to down trees?
But what's the DC?
And he turns them to ash. The minimum? Well, I mean, it's a table. So, yeah, it's a failure, and I can't cast it again today.
Okay. What's the range on that?
For the ash,
Yeah.
10 feet.
Okay, that's like a good, maybe,
I'm at the door.
yeah, so most of the hut, about half the hut's gonna get...
This is the real boss battle right here.
But it's okay because I'm outside.
Oh! What is this? What have you done?
I haven't done anything. Maybe it was the Jarl.
Yes, the Oh, no matter. I will tidy things up. Just do come in.
Well,
It's just weird standoff.
won't you open the door?
Yes, I can do that. You hear footsteps inside.
Maybe it was the Jarl.
I think I could charm her.
I don't know.
I mean,
So
more.
it's like a will save or something like that?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it is a will save. She's probably got plus 30.
Okay.
We'll miss you.
The hag opens the door.
She's a wolf.
Nope.
Okay.
You see her.
What I wanted to discuss with you was that I desire to be married in the tradition of my people.
Which is by you die.
Weddings in my home, in my homeland, are performed at a graveyard at midnight.
She seems to like that.
To signify that this bond transcends even death.
How? Yes, there is a calm magic to that.
The witching hour.
So, if that is your preference, I will defer to my future husband.
Excellent. That is my preference.
Though you still, you promise you're not going to run away on me.
I give you my word.
She leans forward and says, "A peck on the cheek, then, perhaps."
Was she ever like said to be hideous? I don't recall.
She's ugly.
Okay, well there you go.
There's a little picture of her.
Okay, yeah, okay, never mind. Holy moly!
It's worse than I thought.
It's worse. It's worse than I thought, boys.
Hey, just on the cheek.
Okay.
Damn, she was like 250 years old.
Okay, yeah.
She probably is.
All right. When you do so,
You done?
I'm dead. Goes
Nope.
level 1.
Just level 1.
you're treated to a surprise.
Oh no.
Okay. The widow in your sight becomes young, lovely, and bedecked with flowers. However, you can now also see her husband.
Oh,
No. Oh,
Shit!
Jesus.
Wait, what?
Yes, it appears that her husband is still around. He's a devilish form,
I'm the husband now.
composed of flame and darkness.
Oh,
This is you.
And he says, "Enough with your foolishness, woman. We will be departing now." He's like just this flaming like demon, like right in front of you.
whoa!
He says, "You've had your fun," and you see a portal open up in the side of the hut's wall, and she says, "Well, this was fun," and she just traces a chain shirt out of the air and hands it to you as a gift. And she gives you another kiss this time, square on the lips.
But she's hot now.
Yes.
And
And
you got gonorrhea from some hooker.
she grabs the hand of the demon, and they go through the portal, and the hut is now vacant.
You should feel depressed now
The hut is vacant.
Why should I
Yes.
feel depressed?
because
There was really nothing good about that
didn't-
whole
you-
situation.
There was nothing bad about what just happened to you.
Right,
No.
it worked out. I mean,
But-
I kind of wanted to kill her, but
Inexplicably. But I thought she was going to lose her powers. I thought that's what's happening.
I thought.
No,
But
I
instead
don't
she
know
just
what
went
was.
straight to hell. So,
How long was she living here?
why did she have a chain shirt?
What the hell is going on? I still don't know if she paid her taxes or not.
Nope, you'll never know. You'll never know.
That's all I
Alright,
want
Is
to
this,
know.
is this, is this hovel paid off?
I don't know. I'm not going to go in it.
It's yours
No.
now.
Gug is going to go in it.
Why?
He is the bitch boy.
Gug is the bitch boy.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's completely
god.
expendable. So, wherever Gug is, get him over here.
Okay. You come scurrying down the hill.
His telepathic understanding. I need to be here.
Gug!
We'll say you have to do that
Okay.
twice. And then the second time you come.
Alright.
And he sees you holding a nice new shirt of chainmail. It's
Yeah, what is it?
someone with detect magic can tell you its properties. Or read magic.
Oh, I have that too.
Yeah, I want to read
That
magic.
one's good.
That one's better, because
Yeah.
I don't want you to turn it to lead.
Yeah,
No.
that is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah. We can tell you if it does.
And that effect is actually bad in the sense that I can't ever actually use it, like,
But doesn't he
for
have it?
real. Oh.
I have detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, let me make sure I understand read magic properly, but I'm pretty sure it's.
So, like, inscriptions on items and stuff? Well, you'll see.
I'm gonna look it up.
Thanks, I don't know what the
So
numbers
that's
are.
a wizard spell.
Yeah.
It's not clear. That's what I thought. Okay. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time looking at magic.
Yeah. There's a lot of magic to be hid.
Magic mouth.
You got a magic mouth. Yeah.
Patron taint.
The spells
No,
are just,
I detect evil. I don't have detect magic.
Most of that book is
the
just
majority of the spell of this book is spells, man. It's crazy.
That's how Artemis is feeling right now.
Is this Spider-Verse?
No.
It's still Black Panther?
No, this is just...
What
It's
is
not the
this?
Black Panther soundtrack. This is just Run the Jewels.
Is this black?
Is Luke Cage the Netflix series?
I think Run the Jewels did have a song in Spider-Verse, but not on this album.
Okay, no, it might actually be. Phil, are you going?
No. I'm just scooting around.
Just trying to find any more water bottles to put on the table.
Is Detect Magic level 0?
I did. I squeezed it close.
Is there level 0 spells?
No.
Oh, there's level 1.
one.
Who's level 1?
What are you looking for? Read magic?
No, I'm looking for Detect Magic now.
Oh, okay. Can find that. Control F.
Because mine goes from Comprehend Language to Akeem's Magical Mask. Skips D.
Are you in the cleric section or?
Is it a cleric spell?
I
It should be wizard because I rolled in the wizard table.
Yeah, no, I'm in the
It's on
wizard.
page 260.
Oh, 2-6. Oh, and then it is in the.
Although,
Yeah,
actually,
this
that might be
reminds me. I forgot to roll for my language.
Dude, you might speak Eagle.
That'd be something.
Okay, yeah, you can use Detect or Read Magic for this.
I should use read magic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
you
that's
should.
what I'll do. What do you want? D20?
Yep.
Yep.
Because
What
I've
do I
got the
add to
table
it?
for what happens. Well, it'll be your int and then your spell modifier.
Spell modifier is caster level.
Yeah, it's just your level, yeah.
My int is nothing. Caster level 17.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Yep, it's +1 chainmail with an additional +2 saving throws against any cold-based effects.
Damn.
It's quite good. But for Artemis, you might
Yeah,
not
for
want to use it
Artemis.
because he's a spellcaster. Yep.
Good. And I can't read either.
Yep, but it's quite valuable.
Oh, yeah.
So
But you could wear.
Trade it for
Could
Mithril.
wear I could wear anything.
I think it's worth $12.50.
Well, if it's
Oh, you
wet.
mean sell it?
Yeah.
But we have unlimited money. This is a magic item.
I thought about that. You know how long it could, we have to think of a better plan than apples.
Why?
We
Because
just
you know how many days it's gonna take? Like if I fail, like
How-
you fail
yeah.
to check just randomly, like
Well, we
I'd
just
probably-
time skip a year.
well, or I mean, just
alright,
if
you finally raised 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
I mean, how much gold do we need? Just I mean, an apple of gold is enough to live on for a while.
well, that's in a fortune
Not
cookie
really,
I've seen.
like a night.
An apple of gold.
Is worth enough to live on.
For the whole party, that's like one night of. It's a little
No,
more. That's
a
a few
one
nights.
gold. That's a gold.
It's 100
is like
copper.
Actually, it's true. We don't even need to adventure.
We're done.
we're done.
We beat the game.
You
Beat
would,
the
yeah,
entire-
you could eventually build a manor house and just try to make sure nothing bad ever happens there. And,
You beat Dungeon Crawl Classic.
We did. No one ever got this side effect before.
and you avoided going into any dungeon. It's incredible.
And we almost got the Thanes to kill the wolf for us.
And you used the corpse hair of that woman who was the stand-in
Who was
for the
already
widow.
dead.
That was great. That was good.
Okay.
Alright.
Send Gug into the
Yeah.
hovel.
Let's do it.
All right. What are your instructions?
Look for anything valuable.
Oh, okay. He can do that.
Come back alive.
Yeah, it's a
Well,
bummer I killed all the
You
birds
turn,
and
yeah, you
stuff.
turned a good stuff,
Yes.
good chunk of it into ash.
That's valuable
Um,
shit.
Like all.
You can have Guk roll his luck die.
Here we go.
Yep.
Oh! Crap!
Crit. That's
Oh my
interesting.
god.
This music, I think, helps those dice rolls quite a bit.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Today we're all Black Panthers.
Yeah, here we go.
Bitch.
If you actually listen to the lyrics, sometimes it's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. They're a funny group. The only thing is, we might have to go to a bigger town.
Spend all this gold.
For what?
Well, to actually sell the apples.
You don't think they can afford gold apples here?
Well,
It doesn't seem like the type of place with like 300 people.
the problem is even if we got hundreds of gold apples, we'd give them to them, and what would they have if they unless there's external commerce coming through the town? What would they do with those apples?
They
They,
can melt them. They can make stuff out of them.
I mean,
It's gold.
yeah, but you don't have gold to make a chair out of it. You have it to give it to people so you get goods in
They can
return.
melt them down to coins for all we care.
Yeah, but what are they? If there's not that many, I guess if the economy grew over years, or
What?
whatever, like who are they
Why would
gonna?
they give us coins?
Okay.
So that they could melt down the apples into coins.
Gug,
Because they're the government.
Why don't we just melt them down into coins?
we
Gug
could.
comes out of the hut. He seems exceedingly pleased with himself.
Nice.
He says, I tell you this. I've got everything of value out of there.
Good.
He's got 3 things. One is a candle. He says it was burning when he came in, still burning now, and with his keen dwarf eyes, he has noted that the wax has never lowered like an inch or like even a millionth of an inch since he went. So he feels it's a magical candle.
Okay.
So you can add ever burning candle to your
Nice.
inventory. That's the first thing. Second thing, he just hands to you. He gives you a glass bottle. It's got a little cork in it. There seems to be a tiny donkey inside of there. There's like a little bit of feed and like a thing of water inside, but the donkey's probably the size of this D6.
My God!
And it seems to be a living creature.
Donkey
Smash
bottle.
the bottle and get a bottle.
Yep.
Get a donkey
And then
or dead donkey.
Donkey.
Yep. And then he gives you a pair of boots. They're leather boots. They're kind of green hue. And he just says, let's see. Oh, perfect. There's like this big puddle, like Major Glass style, where it's just like a divot in the ground, where it's like a little bit deep though.
Uh-huh.
And he puts the boots in there, and he pushes them under so they go underneath the water. And you see that no water ever goes inside the boots. Like, it's just like the Red Sea above those boots. Like, water refuses to go into these boots.
Wow.
Wait, it's like bubble air boots.
Bubble boots.
Waterproof boots.
Yeah. Like, to the extreme. Like, no water
They
will.
waterproof
For
you.
you with those.
So that's what he's got for you.
Maybe.
It's good in the rain, I guess.
Okay.
Or if you fall in the water. That don't
Maybe
die.
you
He
can
says,
I
you know,
can
there
never
was
read
there was
those.
like some hair and some teeth and crap like that. I didn't find any money.
And no potions of any kind?
I think her potion rack got hit by that well, whatever. It was like all ash and crap.
Oh, that's living?
Or she had like vines supporting the shelf and they all like crashed and
okay.
exploded or something. But
Damn it.
yeah.
Alright.
Thomas, look at this picture.
What's that thing?
It's a rabbit holding a sword and an axe,
Oh my
fighting
God.
dwarves.
Holy moly.
Yep.
I was waiting for us in the tomb.
Yeah.
This terror.
Oh,
Okay.
I said an idea. Forget apples.
What?
Forget apples.
But we have apples.
Copper pieces.
Yeah, there you go.
I just turned copper pieces into gold pieces.
That's true.
But then
That's
you gotta,
You
true.
can
like-
just spend it. There's no middleman.
But they're like copper pieces. How big are those? An apple's pretty big.
What does that matter?
Well, I don't know.
worth
If,
one
if you're
gold.
offering me a
This is-
full apple of gold versus a little
But either way,
piece,
it's one gold piece.
Are copper pieces and gold pieces the same size?
That's the question.
I don't know.
No, copper pieces are probably even a little bit larger than a gold piece.
We're gonna be walking around with jumbo gold coins.
People are gonna love that.
We're gonna be.
Okay. Good. That's a good idea.
Just sell those apples for coppers.
Yeah. Okay, I'll sell the apples for copper. How much is that?
They're like nearly
We have
spoiled.
4 pounds of apple.
4
Yeah.
pounds of old apples.
Okay.
Pounds of like 12 day old.
You get 6 copper pieces.
Okay.
Oops.
All right.
That's
So-
gonna be 3 gold coins.
How many copper do we all have combined?
You got 68.
Oh, that's a lot.
I also have 30 gold pieces.
So
I don't care about that.
That is gold. That is not copper. That's
Yeah, this was
yeah.
separate from.
Yeah.
I only have
Yeah.
2.
79.
Just you
Yeah.
plus his.
So that's what
58.
81 plus what?
I have 68 copper pieces.
81 plus 68 is what?
I don't know.
140.
149. 149.
149. Okay, and how many does Mert have?
I don't know.
Let's
I
just
think we
take,
took
let's
it
just
all.
take
didn't we?
one from him.
I thought we took all of it.
He's got 100 coppers.
Boom!
Where did he get that money? I thought we spent all of it.
I don't know where you just wrote down that,
249.
I think. Where the hell did that come from?
I don't care.
I think he
Alright.
thought I gave him a gold, but I didn't. I don't know.
That's his total, all combined?
I just looked in the bottom right.
Okay. So that's 249. I think that is his total combined. Okay, so 249.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Half's gonna turn into lead.
right, and then we keep doing the lead until there's only one remaining. So we end up with 248 gold.
Yes.
So however long that process takes, that's how long we're in Hero.
Now, isn't there a chance each time of like?
A failure.
There is the misfire,
What happens on the misfire?
which is
I lose the spell for a day.
well, no, like okay, let me look up detect magic.
But is this the best use though? Or what's more valuable than a gold coin?
A gold apple.
There's a quantity above gold.
I mean, like as
But
far
yeah, that wouldn't
not
be
that
what
way. I
we
mean,
used
like
to.
object. Wouldn't it be better to buy
Bar?
like? What if we bought like 2
A gold.
nice vases, or like 2 nice something, and you
Well,
turn
then
it into
it's the
solid
investment.
gold?
It's in the investment of you're buying something
Right.
then too. So
Right, you're buying something, but that item might be just quicker wave.
Just make
Yeah.
make
Good
something
value.
shitty out of clay and then turn it into
make something idiotically.
Well, no, it said it
Okay.
doubles the value or
Oh,
Is
it's
one
just
gold.
that simple.
Yep.
Doubles value.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't quite get the gold. Can't quite.
Oh, the
do
copper thing is actually perfect.
I think
Yeah,
that's
that's actually
best.
really good.
Is
That's
First
something
one
that's
gold.
worth very little.
Yeah.
And turning it into something quite valuable. You're increasing its value by 100 times.
100 times.
That's a good conversion, right?
So on a result of natural 1,
Yes.
there's a 50% chance of either major corruption or misfire.
Of me?
Yes.
It's a me?
So that's a 5% chance,
Yep.
and we're casting this 248 times.
Yep.
It's inevitable.
So if you
It is inevitable. I think that's what, like...
That's why you're not. That's what's supposed to prevent this. But what's major corruption?
Wait, you're gonna get corrupt.
so that would be if we automate it, you'd accept major corruption or the other thing 12 times. If you wanted to just take the average, otherwise you'd have to just do rapid fire rolling.
But it's a 50% chance of that when he rolls a 1.
What's the other 50%?
Nothing happens.
Okay, so you'd it's 12.4, so divided in half. You'd have to accept major corruption 7 times if you want to automate it.
I would just be
Or
like
misfire.
I would just be like.
Oh, so it's a 50% chance of major corruption or misfire.
That's what it says, yeah.
Okay,
Is that my choice?
so if you want to automate it,
I don't know.
you'd have to accept major corruption 4 times. Or no, well, yeah, I'd say 3 times if you want to automate it.
I think that's worth it.
Otherwise,
Become a
He's
little
my only level 1 character. I don't want him.
You don't even know what corruption is.
But we should look that up.
Alright, let's look it up.
Is it like
not that
just like
bad.
an evil empty husk?
You could have a duplicate face on your back.
Oh god. some.
And it's functional too.
Like
Oh, it's a
animals
Voldemort
run away
shit.
from you. or
Your
like,
height can change. You can
get
crackle
like
with
boils and
just covered
scare
in.
children.
Yeah.
Buds can grow on your forehead.
Forehead buds.
Your tongue can fork and your nostrils can narrow.
Oh
I mean,
my
that money
God.
would really get us going, though.
It's not even
I've got
that much
30
money,
gold.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's not.
How are we gonna get that much otherwise?
Adventuring, yeah.
Yeah.
You
We'll get
shut
it.
your mouth.
It's not that much.
I mean, we
It's
can
not
just,
enough for that.
if we rule this town, then we can.
So
make-
we gotta.
make money
We
that
should
way.
pool all our money together, buy the most valuable artifact we can.
And then it turn it to lead.
But then,
I mean, if
if
that
it goes to
event-
lead, we can
event-
always turn it back.
Yeah, we'll eventually
Through
get it to
enough-
gold. We'll eventually get it to
So
gold.
we could take this magical chainmail.
Is it worth more as gold though? I don't know.
Seems like it'd be worth less.
Yeah,
it probably
it's-
would be worth
Yeah,
less.
because it wouldn't defend
Well,
you.
then you don't want an artifact.
Well, you do. You just want a collectible item. You don't want like
Collectible.
you don't want a
Like what?
functional.
Nate, give me
suit
an
of armor.
example.
A relic.
A scepter,
relic.
a crown,
Where are we gonna find
A
this?
sword? No, I don't know.
a god.
The wolf spear. The wolf spear. That's it. No.
That's not worth
Stupid.
anything to anybody.
Skeleton.
I think
Like a crystal skull.
golden
a
skeleton.
golden
Make it a
skull.
golden skull.
That's. Is that okay? So you double the value of a normal skull.
That's the thing, Tom. You have to remember it's
Okay.
the double the value
Alright.
rule.
Or yeah, it's either that or gold. Or
What is the most valuable thing in this city?
the church?
Oh, so I suppose the chainmail actually, by
Oh,
that rule,
yeah.
the double the value.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true. That would be better than I gave it thought for initially.
Look, you could get a duplicate of your face on your back.
That is a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. You can talk to two people at once.
You could crackle with energy.
You're just crackling with that
Alright,
guy.
well,
You could gain height.
How much?
1d20 minus 10. So you could shrink, I suppose.
I
But-
suppose.
But
There's some
We have
bad
50%
ones too.
chance of
I mean,
being
I'm not
actually-
mentioning those though. I'm trying to keep them optimistic.
No, it's okay.
I didn't want to use the phrase demonic taint.
I'm not gonna
Another
automate this
good
for
one.
250 times, but I'm willing to do it for one item. So
One item.
the chainmail.
How,
Let's turn that to
how
gold.
greedy we have gotten after discovering magic.
That's
We were-
This
we were
was our
present.
dream, and now you're fucking it.
Whose dream was this?
because I didn't know about this corruption.
It's not that big of a deal.
It's-
It is. My
You're gonna
character
get corrupted no
becomes
matter
worthless.
what.
What do you mean?
That's just magic.
It's just magic.
Okay, all right. Let me look up the chainmail. How much is that worth?
It's plus what? Plus 2?
Well,
Plus
I don't know if that
one.
applies. How can you tell once it's all solid gold?
Well, what's its value when it's not solid gold?
I'm looking. Chainmail is worth 150, so it'd be 300.
But what's the It's already enhanced.
I don't know if that. You asked about the base value.
I wanted the value of the whole thing.
I don't know.
It's magic.
What's the question?
I guess. All right.
What's the value
if we,
of that chainmail?
Yeah, if we throw out logic and we just look at it statistically, we look at the current value of this magical chainmail, and then it would just double.
Okay, so chainmail on its own is worth 150 gold.
Yeah.
This being magical,
Yeah.
boy, that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's worth I'm gonna say it's worth twice the normal chainmail.
Okay.
It's
So
300.
we get 600.
Yep.
But I feel like the only one that might be able to purchase that is the Jarl.
He's gonna want it.
And if I charm him, he'll definitely buy it. Maybe he'll even pay more.
Maybe.
He'll empty his fucking vault.
For this glorious chainmail.
Okay.
Alright,
Alright.
fine. Let's try.
I mean, it's no use to me, so fine.
if not him,
And
then
this
the
is
next town.
this is foolproof because even if it does become lead,
Then just put it next to
Although-
a lead coin.
I
It's
wonder
gonna
if
be
turning lead decreases its
It's
value.
gonna be the lead. It's no longer gonna be the that's true.
Wait,
It's
what?
risky.
If we turn it into lead and then into
Oh.
gold, it doubles the
It's
lead's
not-
value.
Yeah. Most. Yeah.
Which
Doubles
lead
the
chainmail
lead's
can't be
value.
very valuable.
No,
So
Worth
that
it.
is
It's
risky.
a true gamble.
it's a true.
Maybe you should just accept the major corruption.
No.
Just 3.
Just accept.
Let's just move on.
I think
Why don't we
move on to
increase the amount
something,
to
man?
like 200 gold?
What?
Just do 200 gold.
No.
There has to be better ways we can make gold.
Yes.
What's your idea?
I mean, what do we want?
Yeah, what do we want in life? Now that we've reached the glorious
Gold
heights of
helps.
level 1.
Gold helps a lot.
Well, I would like armor.
Well, me too, but I mean, there's a suit here. I can't wear it unless it's
Yeah,
gold.
I'm not gonna wear
I
it.
do have I have 30 gold.
So if
I will be-
none of us are gonna wear it, why don't we just try turning it into gold?
I mean, we could just sell it for 300 gold
That's
instead of risking.
I mean, why is no one gonna wear it?
because of spell check.
It's
Yeah.
iron.
Yeah.
Chainmail will give a -5 to a
Okay.
spellcaster for
Wait.
spells.
I would wear it if it was.
But not a cleric.
Yeah, a cleric could wear it.
Cleric can wear it.
Yeah, but it's you, so.
Oh my
It doesn't.
god.
It doesn't give you a -5 to spell checks, but certain physical checks still have the -5.
Oh yeah.
I could
Let's
buy
just
it.
ignore this. So we either sell it right now for 300 or we risk and we take the gamble.
Do we go for it? What are my odds?
Wait, what's the best?
50-50. Well, is it any item?
Yeah.
Right?
It's any
so,
item
So
with-
basically, you could lower the odds of it turning into lead, but you equally lower the odds of turning it into
Yeah.
gold, and then you'd have to just keep casting the spell
Yeah,
more.
so
which,
that's
yeah,
pointless. It's
yeah,
50-50.
Is it
Yeah.
just, is it a, so it's a random
So
item?
you
Is
will
that what
be
you're-
naked in a
blank
clearing.
room, yeah,
Yes.
Make sure there's nothing else
Performing this ritual.
Only a copper piece and this magic armor.
Oh, that's incredible,
50-50.
man.
I mean, at worst case, we get. Is it better to have another semi-valuable item out there? Like Mert's Warhammer?
Oh no! I forbid that.
Okay.
He would fight to protect that.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing
there's
is,
no way.
yeah.
Well, the question is, really, what would a lead chainmail be worth?
What's wrong with the lead Warhammer?
Artemis, your
It, like-
intelligence
it,
is
like,
high enough.
Yeah,
Dent
yeah.
and bend and
Yeah.
shit.
And I'm a trader, so I
Yeah.
should really know.
It would go to 90
You
gold.
hit somebody
Okay,
with it.
so we'd still get 180
If you do what?
no matter what.
If it's lead?
Even if you turn it to lead and then into gold.
That's not bad.
So you,
I mean,
you
it's
stand to
worth it.
lose 120 or gain 150. Or no,
No,
you
gain
lose.
300.
Yeah, gain 300.
Because
We-
going from 300
yeah,
to 600.
Yeah, so you
I think that's worth it.
gain 300 or lose.
Logical.
120.
No, it's more. 300 to 90.
300 No, 90 to 180 though. We turn it into gold.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
So
Alright.
that's worth it.
Let's do it.
Alright, get naked.
Alright.
What's the other item you're gonna have?
Copper piece.
Okay, so you're gonna go into the outside of town.
Yeah.
Actually, is a staff worth more than a copper? I mean, more than a gold?
Staff.
No way.
A staff?
Staff is worth 5 silver, half a gold.
Copper piece then. Yeah, forget it. Alright, copper piece, the armor, and that's it.
That's,
Alright.
fair. That's all you got
in your body.
in your body.
And now I just, like,
Thomas, you
I
get
just-
to make the roll for. Well, you'll get to
You
do
have
the
to do
luck
the
roll.
detect magic first.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, cast detect magic.
yeah.
Right. So you have to roll that because if you roll a 1,
Then
you can still get major
The
corruption.
corruption.
That's why I
right
had
away.
twice as much odds as we first
But I'm
thought.
saying whatever dice you want to use for your luck.
15.
Okay.
That would have been good.
So whatever dice you want to lose for the luck, it's gonna be 50-50. You can just tell me what dice you want to use.
So D20. So is that 11
Let's see.
through 20?
1,
11
2,
through
3,
20.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So 11 through 20 is what you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
11.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Oh
You
my
create this glittering chainmail armor of gold.
Nice.
It's
Incredible.
It would be just a fascination of any noble or great merchant lord willing to barter for it.
Alright, now you stay there. I'm going to bring out a wheelbarrow of copper coins.
Like, look, nothing happened to you.
This
Just-
is-
Just keep working.
In this one move, we made more gold than the entire plan of coppers.
But we can only do it once.
Yeah, that's all we
So
need.
I'm going to put you
It's done.
in a sweatshop. And you're just going to keep going.
We're
I'm
gonna
just like
extract
this-
all
I'm
the
just like
value
this-
out of
Until
you.
you're covered in
This
demonic
hideous,
things.
boiled, like, wretched creature.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then Artemis,
Starting stuff
it's
in
like
gold.
from the movies where like he looks at you and then just and then closes your little
Be a
door.
fucking gold goblin in a basement, just like.
I'm the most wretched creature of the
You'd be like the dude from 300.
Oh god! We just open a taps and we toss copper coins down. Just some of these.
Just 1,000 more gold, and then you'll be free. You'll be free. I promise.
Become a Spartan. You
I
can
can
stand
switch.
in the shield wall.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
can switch perspective and just throw Finn in shackles. No, alright, let's
No.
move on.
Amazing.
Okay, so we're gonna take it to the Jarl.
Okay. At this point, do you want another private talk with him, or just is this public?
No, I want people to envy this.
Okay, so that you can bring it out for all to see. Okay,
The golden fleece.
And
that is.
I'll have the thunderstruck when we pull it out.
That's kind of ominous, actually.
Is this curse? Is this another sign?
That is quite the shirt of gold you have presented before me.
It's like
How-
crazy charlatans.
How came you on such a thing?
It's an ancient family heirloom.
Oh, there we go. We never thought to use before.
Something
We're
you
down on our luck and we need money.
I see. You intend to leave Hirot, I'm sure. There will be other places of call needing your services, no doubt.
I suppose so.
It is a curious item. Yes, one that would be a sign of great pride for the village.
Yes, a symbol.
Symbol of hope. He says, "Oh, so you intend to sell it?"
Oh yeah.
He takes the word of his counselor for a bit, and he says, "We will give you an offer, and I have stats for like how much money he could have, so I'm gonna roll that right now. It's great. They have a lot of nice detailed stuff in here.
They did like this whole tomb.
all these things.
They did. They had this crazy,
An entire tomb and like a werewolf dwelling place.
Yeah.
I mean, we could still go into the tomb, but I don't know if it's actually worth it. But then again, it's sort of like, what are we playing for?
If it's worth it to go into.
It's like, if we have like 3 billion gold,
I mean, we go to the next tomb.
what do we do?
It's either this tomb or like the next town's
The next tomb, yeah.
I like the whole.
Or the
let's
next
say-
city.
let's-
I mean, the next city might have some interesting stuff going
That's true.
anything.
That don't involve horrible tombs.
As long as there's no dungeon crawling involved.
I'm
dungeon
honestly still a little too weak to like enter combat.
We need to do more finagling and conniving to get level 2
Exactly.
before we even think about going into tomb.
We'll hit max level without ever having done any actual work in our lives.
That's the dream.
But is it true that you can only get XP for combat?
No, it's for like overcoming an encounter.
Yep.
Which is that's what we've done. I mean, once we move on, Ziggy's going off book, so anything's possible.
Yep. Okay, and then lastly, D20.
He's selling everything.
It's like if he empties his
Clearing
vaults
the
to pay
vault.
for you. Okay.
He-
All
he-
turns to lead.
This town's
If he doesn't give us a good offer, I'm going to charm person on him. And then he'll give us the best offer.
Is he aware that he's been charmed
I don't
out?
give a fuck. We're
Oh.
sprinting out the front gate.
Sacks of gold. Just can't run
It's
fast
like
enough.
Now I gotta try to buy mithril here first.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You think people got mithril over here?
Someone might.
98.
Maybe I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, that'd be
No additional cost.
Whoops. I did the full random as it called for. Okay. No, that's not. Oh, I see. Okay.
Just 3 HP, just still like a
That is-
simple.
Yeah, anything can
And
kill
yeah, Even with mithril full plate.
It's a rough life. Artemis says 7. I'm happy. What did you end up with?
Wait for what?
HP.
Oh,
9.
I'm up to
Putty.
8 HP now.
You're good.
Okay.
Why do you got so much?
I rolled a D8.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 6.
The advisor gives you a slip
Oh,
of
hold
paper.
on.
Okay.
Do you add your stamina when you roll for your HP? Your mod? Isn't that how D&D usually works?
Well, that's how D&D works.
See
Back
if I
when
can
it was
check
real.
that.
But I had 0 stamina, so
Yeah, I would have 8, so I want to make sure.
Phil would have even more.
I feel like that makes
I mean,
a hell of a lot of sense.
Something.
Wait, are we talking about?
Don would have more too.
Adding your mod
Oh,
for when you gain a level.
I'm not sure if that's
Actually, I don't even know what character you leveled up.
This one.
Oh, okay.
Grave digger man. He's gonna dig the graves of the old gods and bury them there.
First level character retains HP from level 0. Gains new hit points according to his class.
Maybe not dice. Maybe it's just.
No, it's just hit
straight
dice.
up.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay. What did I have? Okay. The advisor hands you a slip of paper.
Mm-hmm.
It is what the Jarl is willing to offer you for the shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the sum of 400 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
A pittance.
Piss on his back. Okay, I'm gonna cast Charm Person on the Jarl.
Okay. This will be probably a visible effect.
Is there a crack of
I would-
lightning?
There is a manifestation.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth like
I mean,
casting a spell on this man in public?
depending.
In
It could be
front of
just a
all-
flash of light,
In front of
or it
all
could
the
be a
scholars?
black cloud.
The black cloud just hangs over him, and as he makes you a better offer, and people are watching this.
He makes you. You made sure you didn't want a private room. You wanted everyone to see.
As you
said that.
swindle the leader of this town.
You said that. You want everyone to
We'll
see.
see how it goes. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
spell
God.
burn 5 points of stamina.
Ooh.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
What the fuck?
You wanted everyone to see.
So I sort of shrivel.
Yarrow.
Shrivel up.
Is that permanent?
It recovers 1 point per day that I don't spell burn.
Wow.
God damn it! I'm Phil!
You don't have to accept that.
Okay, good.
Learn
I will
I'm
roll.
Phil.
Because it was a 6.
There we go. 23.
Okay, there we go.
What's the
That
second
is big money.
Okay.
Oh, I can charm multiple people. Oh no, I can't. I'm still equal to my caster level.
You can get that scribe involved.
Alright.
Get him to
That was the manifestation
run
roll.
the books.
So it's glittering pixie dust. Maybe no one will notice.
Alright.
Okay, so Jarl has to make a will save.
Okay. I have his stats.
Mm-hmm.
He failed.
Okay, what's his intelligence?
I'd say probably like 13 based on his will
Okay.
save.
He gets to make another save in a week.
Okay.
But until then,
Alright.
he is my
Wow.
friend.
Alright. I can do a bit better.
Yes,
Alright.
that is what I like to
He
hear.
can give you, in addition to 400 gold, he's willing to offer you several casks of fine mead, 24 large gold hoops, a hammered silver torque, and the hides of several bears.
What about horses? And maybe a carriage? Can we sort of swap out some bear hides?
For a live horse head.
Yeah.
Let's see, horse value. He is your friend, so he will give
He's
you.
my buddy.
He will give you a good deal. He won't
Yeah.
give you like everything
He
in
doubt
town,
it.
but.
You know?
20 good men.
20 good men.
Hard bodies.
And then Thomas turns them into gold.
Oh, yeah. Gold man.
It's just me. One man naked in the woods with 2 other men. One will be gold, one will be lead.
They will be judged.
What? One lead lad.
So he could give you the 400 gold
Yep.
plus 4 horses with a riding saddle and saddlebags.
Okay. Alright, that's pretty good.
Just got started town now.
But is there any like
That's a value of about 300 more gold.
Whoa.
The horses.
Pretty good.
That's a good
I
deal.
think we can accept that.
Okay, so 400 gold.
Yeah.
You can eat. You had 4 horses, so whoever wants to add horse. And those are equipped with riding saddles and saddlebags.
Okay, I'm gonna write down the gold.
I want to take one of the horses.
His advisor is like looking at the Jarl like, but
He's gotta have this
and it's
chainmail.
like, he leans in to speak with him, and the Jarl he says, "No, this is my friend, and he has brought great honor to our hall." And do you let him look at the nice golden shirt that you?
Oh, it's his.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
his.
He puts. This will be his
It's gotta
shirt.
be uncomfortable.
Sure, no.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna
heavy.
be way heavier than a normal chain shirt.
And
Gold
we'll
lighter,
we'll end
gold
the
is, like,
we'll
really
end the
heavy.
session there.
Nice.
That's worth XP.
Oh, nice.
You guys all like kind of casted some spells for the first time.
Oh yeah.
All of you did. You successfully cast at least one spell, which was and you got a lot of money. You shamed the priest. You made a good. You did some good things. So let's say 4 more XP for everyone.
Nice.
Is that just level 1?
Myrtle get that too. Yeah, I need to look at the XP tables and stuff. If I need to adjust that, I'll message you. But that seems like a good.
I'll give him a plus.
Like our level 0 cronies, are they just out of the mix kind of?
They are not accumulating XP alongside your character.
Okay, that's right.
If one of your characters does die, that is an option that we might just have a rapid acceleration. But
They evolve.
because you all at least have one sideshow right now, which serves as basically however you want them to. They can hang out with you.
Transportation's gonna be difficult
What do you mean?
for all the side shows.
Let's have him live here.
We only have
Pick
4
him up
horses.
later.
Put them on a rope.
Put him on a rope.
Drag 'em.
Drag them behind the horse.
So drag 'em on a lead rope.
Yeah, or gold.
You don't want to become dead lead, do you?
You don't want to become dead lead.
Dead lead. Keep walking.
Hang them off
Alright,
the side of the horse.
Great. I love how just that whole operation was just from one of the side effects of one of your level 1 spells. It's great.
Yeah.
Magic of BCC right there.
So we successfully finished the funnel.
The funnel is over.
It's close to the world record, I think, for longest.
I'll be
Like
working
3-4
on I'll be working on a basic world map with a few destinations, but a lot of blank spaces for us to fill it in along the way. So. But at least probably like 3 or 4 different places you could travel to, like that with knowledge of, so that you have somewhere to go.
It's really funny because most of the funnels that I have read just like put the characters at the start of a dungeon,
Yeah.
and they're just like, yeah, you got to go through the dungeon.
Yep. No.
and I
This,
just happened to give you one that was
That-
like, here's
that-
a town.
yep. Yep. That was
stuff.
funny.